Wow. Welcome to another one. You know who it is. You know what time it is. It's the motherfucking Good Homies. Right down the street. Shit, maybe like 5 minutes from downtown Dallas, depending on the traffic.
And how fast you drive.
We in here once again to give y'all the bestest. The Crunkest. That's too old, huh? That's for the unks. The latest motherfucking podcast you will ever listen to in your life. To my left, I got everybody's favorite country cousin, the good homie Mario.
Look out, world.
Filling in for the good homie Chuy that's at home, probably masturbating.
At work masturbating. Freak ass boy.
Sometimes the horny takes over.
Be like that.
We got the good homie AD in the building.
How do?
To his left, we got Faloran, a.k.a. Fidel Castro, a.k.a. Phil Cosby. It's the good homie Phil.
What's happening, homies?
Black Rider here in the building. We up. Hope y'all up. If you ain't, wake your ass up. How everybody's week been since the last pod?
Slamming. I had a good weekend. So I went back home this weekend.
That nigga said slamming like he from the 80s.
Today's pod is strictly for the unks.
Yeah, man.
Strictly for
I had a
unks.
slamming ass weekend. So,
What you get into?
say I went back home, did some fishing for the most part, and that was mainly it. But shit, that's all I needed.
That's all you need.
That's all I needed.
Because if anybody knows the good homie Mario, that's where it's at. That's Euphoria right there.
Yeah, man. That's all I need.
AD, what you get into?
Man, we got to celebrate my daughter's 11th birthday. Shout out to Alana.
Shout out.
Alana.
Happy onse.
Yeah. We ended up taking her to Epic Waters. Spent some family quality time over there. Did some good eating after that. Shot to the crib, and your boy did what he do. Hopped on the grill. Do what he do best.
And we ain't get no invites. That's fucked up.
Hey, he tired of niggas.
Hey,
Hey, tired of niggas.
Hey man, y'all know with my new work schedule, only got 2 days off, so I gotta lock in with my family for them 2 days as much as I can, y'all.
Respect.
Yeah, man. What a great built-in excuse.
It's all love though, man. The group chat be popping every day.
It does. Felipe.
I ain't do shit but piss my girl off. Y'all know the Felipe special. How can I make this girl mad? It's too early in the pod to say that, what I wanted to say, but I'll double back later. I get back with you.
The usual, huh?
Yeah, the usual, man. What's life without pissing your bitch off?
What about you?
Make up the... Oh, shit, man. With this weather, man, I've been sleeping my ass off. Shit. I ain't gonna... No lies.
Yeah.
No lies, man. That first day off of work, I damn near slept that whole first day, man. It's off and on.
I slept a lot too, though, especially when I got back.
These niggas are not lie when they said this pod is for the unks. Niggas talking about they
unks.
sleep schedule. All right, enough of that.
Because the older you get, you realize how precious sleep is.
Man, for real.
Yeah.
Them naps is a game changer.
They hit different.
Naps, man.
They hit different.
Hey, man, welcome to the podcast about naps.
and this was gonna be today. But you know what? It was my girl's her daughter's birthday this weekend, so I called myself on Power Up and fucked around on Saturday and goddamn slept from fucking 1 to 5.
Yeah. That's
and then woke up like, what we about to do?
They said the day over with.
Yeah.
They hate me. They hate to see me go to sleep.
And they was like, damn, we're low-key kind of glad you went to sleep. Like, damn, damn, you missed it. Fuck.
Bummer.
We really didn't want to do nothing.
Yeah, let's take a second to, I know the good homie Chuy is sad that he can't be here. And I, for one, I'm glad that you're not here, fuck nigga. Like, do y'all ever feel it like when you just know you upgraded?
Damn.
After I leave today, when Chewy comes back, he's gonna have big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
You know, y'all don't mess around and let the wrong Mexican on the mic, man. You know, I see how y'all be bullying on my boy Chuy, and I ain't going for that. You know?
He might not be able to come back.
Know, I'm gonna stand on my 10, y'all, and I'm gonna hold La Raza down. You know, these boys, they ain't finna walk on me, man. I'm gonna hold it down, y'all.
Yeah, right man. So you call him a bitch?
No, I didn't say all that, man. He's a sweet guy, man. You know.
Oh, so you call him sweet? Damn, hey, since you hear that, bro, you sweet than a motherfucker.
Man, you know,
like the little Dr. Pepper nigga Rod was singing.
You know, some people gotta be assholes, some people gotta be sweet. You know.
Yeah, man. And so what you saying is, in this lifetime, God didn't choose for Jesus to be an asshole. He chose him to be a little sweet boy.
Yes, you got to have balance. You got to have assholes and sweet people. There's got to be balance in society.
So at this table, what do we have?
Asshole.
God damn.
Hey, say it again for the people in the back.
Wait.
Say
But
it
the
one
people
time for
just
the
listen to
people
the audio, they don't know who he's talking about.
He's an
who's
asshole, but he means well. It comes from a good place.
Put the name on
it. Comes from a good place. Phil.
Oh, okay.
But it comes from a good place. You know, he ain't just, I'm going to be an asshole. Now, you say some stupid shit, he going to be like, what the fuck's you talking about? Call you out on it, you know? Mario's a chill guy. He's the chill guy. Yeah. Now, Rod, you second. You ain't too far back. Now, you done simmer down a little bit from when I first met you, but yeah.
Hey,
But old Rod, that was a different breed right there.
Yeah,
different animal right there.
Just because he think he a secret asshole or whatever. Yeah, he like a secret asshole, so he think everything is A-okay. You know what I'm saying?
Asshole, man. I'm a fun-loving guy. Like I said before, I'm just a reflection of energy. You come at me on some bullshit. Yeah, I'm gonna put some extra on it. I ain't gonna give you back what you gave me, but it's gonna have a little extra on it.
See, that's why that nigga is like in that whole little asshole debate between me and him. That's why he's a greater asshole than me, because it's like I transmute energy. So if you send some fuck shit my way, I'm gonna transmute that shit and turn to something else. Yeah. Kind of the little fuck nigga Winston, but I'll talk about that later.
Yeah, but no, not me. Like, you talk about transforming.
My bad, Winton. Yeah.
You talk about transforming.
7 Mile Winton.
No, I'm gonna get my 10-year-old bag with my Megatron, and I'm gonna make a different robot that's gonna fuck you up.
You see, but Rod's assholes are different. You know what I'm saying? Because Rod's a little bit older.
Hey,
yo,
what you know about Rod's asshole?
It's different. How?
Because he older, right?
Hey, man, chill, dog.
Freak, man.
Let these boys know that my seal hasn't been broken.
All right, Terrence Howard.
My man seal is still intact.
And why Terrence Howard be calling the man seal when he knows it's a main seal? That nigga crazy as hell.
Oh, y'all wild, man. Hey, y'all, just FYI, I'm not careful with my words, so.
Oh, shit.
You know, yeah, so.
FYI, we're not long enough in our podcasting career to care. Anyway, man, so before we get to Rod kicking this shit off, man, so we said we wanted to say to Jesus, right?
Yeah.
Last week we had a really, really one-sided argument from one nigga who just was not trying to listen.
Okay.
I reached out to another sports fanatic and the homeboy AD that's here with us now. AD, what are your thoughts on the Shedeur topic?
When y'all watch this on YouTube, when Phil first brought this up and y'all saw my initial reaction, you'll see. But for the ones listening, Mario, this is my boy Mario. I love him. I've known Mario for 5 or 6 years. Yeah. And Mario just likes, and he just likes to go against the grain. You know, and not all the time, but when he's stuck on something, you's not changing his mind. He's stuck on it, and he's gonna die on that hill.
Yeah, he will. He loved dying on that hill.
Die on the hill.
And this is the hill he chose to die on, and he was wrong, 100%. 100% wrong.
Yeah, I was about to say, well, what part? But you just said 100%.
Everything. Well, no. Well, actually,
stand on your heel again. No, I want to.
That's why I was going to ask what specific.
Okay, let me get into detail. So, y'all was like, for the most part, I agree with everything y'all said until we started talking about what happened in the event. Or you were saying that he's done.
Yeah.
Like he's not, I mean, even he got drafted or not, then they're not going to do anything with him.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not just going to, first and foremost, they're not just going to waste a draft pick just to do it. You know, if they drafted him, it's going to be for a reason. And specifically in Cleveland, that job is open for grabs. No, Watson ain't playing for sure. We already know that. And based off what ownership has said about him, they're ready to move on from him. You know, so then after that, who's in line? Dylan Gabriel, and who's the other one?
Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco.
Kenny Pickett, and
Kenny Pickett.
Joe Flacco.
So with that being said, that job is up for grabs. You know, so when OTAs and spring training, you know, if Shedeur can prove that he's
capable,
starting quarterback worthy, they will play him. They're gonna play him, and kind of to allude to what Phil was saying with Stefanski, you know, with his tail on the line,
you got to play the best man.
He's gonna do everything in his power to get the best player on the field because he's fighting for a job at the same time too.
And Shedeur is 74.1%.
And grass. He done. They drafted Shedeur to cut his ass. So just like they drafted him, that's gonna make news. That's gonna be big.
So
news
look into the camera and tell Shedeur Sanders like they drafted you just to cut your ass.
They don't fuck with you.
Shedeur, you hear that?
They don't fuck with you.
Pull the glasses off. Let them see.
Yeah, man.
All right,
they
man.
don't fuck
I mean,
with you,
business.
All right, man. So we warming up pretty good. So,
but hold on before we transition. What about
you? Did have some questions about that last week. Mario didn't let you get off, huh?
Yeah, no, not even that. but what happened? What y'all think about what Brady said? Y'all see what Tom Brady said?
I did hear him as far as what he said. He shot Shedeur a text. He's like, "Hey, I was 199. They don't really know."
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. I thought it was cool. I thought he was kind of lying. I think he kind of knew what was up, but
he could have drafted Shedeur.
But he said he's not in the evaluation process.
Yeah. That's two different situations. I mean, Brady, you was running a 6'2", 40.
And nobody thought he was going to be the first round pick. Yeah. Like we said last week, he couldn't even. What was it? I don't know. But we said
he couldn't even.
He split time at Michigan.
Yeah.
So
Chad
it's not
was
the
the
same.
guy.
Yeah,
Chad Hinton.
Drew Henson, wasn't it?
Oh, I thought it was Hinton.
I don't know. One of them niggas. I don't give a fuck.
It might have been Drew Henson.
And ain't
nobody. That was Lloyd Carr, Michigan days. Nigga, I was a child.
The only person trying to draft Brady at that time was the government. For the military. Now, you know, but
I don't know. You seen that nigga run. They didn't want that nigga either.
Yeah, probably not. He would
tall, can't run, unathletic, just a fucking body bag and walking.
Yeah, but
he'd
at
have been a sniper.
but at that time, that stature and those attributes as a quarterback wasn't unnatural. You know, I mean, the athletic quarterback wasn't nothing that they aren't who they were at that time. So
Mel Kiper busted a nut when he seen Tom Brady.
Big, tall, but Tom was in a spot where he just didn't have a chance to really play himself for 1 year, really, because they already had people they believed in before him. When he played, you know, he was all right, but
let's advance this.
All right,
because we ain't gonna break down Tom Brady, the GOAT, right now. All right, I guess we'll do one more football situation before we move on, man. Was 4 niggas at this table, right? Mm-hmm. One nigga here is somewhat New Orleans Saints fan, somewhat against the NFL because he doesn't like the slave trade. My bad, the NFL Combine.
No, it's definitely slave trade.
Hey, man, you was about to make that point last week, but you didn't stand on it, bro. I was listening back. I said, damn, that nigga should have took that shit home. So,
y'all was in y'all bag going back and forth.
Hit that mic one more time. But 3 of us here are Dallas Cowboys fans because y'all know we're here right here in Dallas, Texas.
Yep.
Somewhere in the area. And the big news today is George Pickens.
Yeah, man.
How y'all boys feeling about the addition of George Pickens getting the number 2? Some people might feel like CeeDee Lamb is the number 2 now. I don't know. Some people might feel that way. George Pickens been on the Dallas Cowboys, man. How we feeling?
I'll let you go, Mario.
All right. For me, y'all know I damn near hate the Cowboys right now. As
a Cowboys
fan, I'm damn near at the point where I hate these dudes. And
Why
I
though?
can't eat because they lose too much. They just do bullshit when they supposed to be winning. The Cowboys should have been to since our last NFC championship, we should have went at least to the NFC championship at least 5 times since then. But they always found a way to not make it happen.
Like Stephen A. say, an accident waiting to happen. That's how you feeling?
I don't want to be agreeing with Stephen A. But
yeah, now you got to change your whole stance.
Yeah, in some capacity.
But that's that contrarian shit you was talking about earlier. I'm going to find the hill to die. Like, even though this nigga is accurate and like, damn, they always found a way. It's like, all right, that 1 year.
They fuck up.
I think it was 2007. That's the team with T.O., Terry Glenn. That's my quarterback crying when we lost to the Giants. And they went on to win the Super Bowl.
Yep.
But like that's that same. I think we had the year bye, and them niggas decided to go to Cancun together. And they came back and they got beat by the Giants, who they had already beat twice in the regular season.
Yep.
So I understand where you come from.
Dropping passes and shit. But
that's crazy that niggas will stop Patrick Creighton. Should have been the anyway. Enough.
AD, what you think about it?
But I didn't say what I think about it. I think it should, in a perfect world, it should make the offense balanced. Like they drafted running backs and they got some free agents. So they should be able to find somebody that can man the backfield. And with George Pickens and not just having to depend on CeeDee Lamb in the pass game, they should be balanced.
Them niggas took all their Isaiah Bunn dreams out my head. I ain't thought about Isaiah Bunn since they picked him. Who?
Isaiah who?
It should be more balanced, and I'll leave it at that.
Man, actually, I feel the opposite of you, Mario.
Yeah.
You know, since last year, you know, to me the Cowboys were just in full tank mode. You know, just all right, let's go ahead and count it up and just prepare for the next 4 or 5 years. But this offseason, they've made some trades. They've made some trades. They had a pretty good draft, and they're showing signs of life that they're trying to win football games. They are trying to put forth a team to compete.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still believe that. Shoddy and Dak will leave together in 3 years, and I feel like we're still gonna fail, but they're at least giving us something to look forward to. Because they still gotta sell tickets, which they're gonna sell either way it goes. But they gotta give us something, because that shit they gave us last year was straight booty cheeks. It's like, and it was just terrible. And the writing was on the wall. Like we saw, they ain't trying to build no team. They ain't trying to build no team for that.
Yeah, even how they handled the offseason last year, like, you know, signing people right before the season and shit.
Yeah, they showed signs of last year that they weren't finna do anything, and this year I see the opposite.
Yeah.
So, you know, I look forward to it. I think people are underestimating what we're gonna bring to the table. Now, I'm not saying we're a championship football team, because we're not, but we're not gonna be what people expect us to be, which is gonna be a subpar 500 team like last year. We're not gonna be that.
So as far as 1, 2, 3, 4 in the division.
Oh, shit. Man.
That's tough.
Well, first, I mean, man.
Commanders, Eagles.
Yeah.
Eagles, Commanders.
Well, I mean, first of all, we're going to have to see with Jaden Daniels. You know, is there going to be a sophomore slump? You know, we see that a lot with these quarterbacks. You know, he had a great year. I mean, shit, hell of a year, dog. But we'll see what happens with this sophomore slump, if he has one. And then history has shown, too, that there hasn't been the same division winner. Yeah, you know, I can't remember how many years it's been. I don't know I know it's been more than 10.
The last time the Eagles went to the Super Bowl, too, I think they missed the playoffs or something like that. Yeah. They had a bad season.
So yeah, there hasn't been a division repeat winner in, you know, over a decade. So, you know, I think we're gonna still, you know, be in that be in the same thing.
I ain't mad at it, man. Like I say, I am a Cowboys fan, but lately I have been pissed off, but with the drafting of the guard, and I did see that I went and looked at the roster, like, nah, they really tried to get somebody in the backfield. They should have somebody that's good enough in the backfield this year. So I'm gonna give them a chance.
I just hope that, you know, I mean, I'm pretty sure they made this trade for a reason. They made this trade knowing that he's in his 5th year, you know, so this is it for him. You know what I'm saying? This is his contract, you know. So I'm pretty sure when they made this trade, and knowing that, all right, a contract will be in discussion. All right,
that's cool. Sorry to cut you off, brother, but this is not a Dallas Cowboys podcast. This is not Laws Nation or whoever the fuck else.
Be a star.
Yeah. All right, man. Let me tell y'all the real about what's happening here, then we can get on about this broadcast. I'm sorry, y'all. But the Cowboys podcast is coming in the future. Okay. Man, it don't matter. Fo gonna fuck it up. For sure. All right, let me keep it real. These niggas,
me and him was trying not to
these niggas want to wax poetic about absolutely fucking nothing. Nigga, I seen Fo out there with Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, and Michael Gallup, and I think who was still there? I think some tight end, Blake Jordan, or whoever the fuck it was. Yeah. And I seen this nigga put up no points against the 49ers in the playoffs. Dalton Schultz. I seen this nigga with all the players in the fucking world and still not get the fucking job done. They don't fucking matter, dog. And Shoddy is just another version of Jason Garrett. We're looking for the right type of guys. Now, I don't mean to be pessimistic about this team, but I can't let these niggas sit up here and just be talking about these niggas as if
That was part of what I should have said.
And these niggas is, I think they'll be okay. Blah, blah, blah. Y'all know good and goddamn well that on 3rd and 8, when you need Dak the most, he finna throw it to the other fucking team. And Dak, I don't even mean to be like that.
Off the back foot.
Off the back foot, mouth wide open.
With that dumbass face, that dumbass face.
And then he gonna be on the sideline with the pad in his face. Oh, let me. Oh, shit. Damn. I guess the middle of the field was closed. Stupid. Come on, man. Anyway, I'm sorry, man. Let's kick it back to the good homie ride. But like, man, y'all know folks finna fuck this shit up. Niggas trying to wax poetic and be nice because we on the internet.
I usually what they say, I usually don't let people talk to me like that, but you're right.
God damn it.
We have no argument.
We seen folks fuck it up.
I'm just trying to be optimistic, dog.
4 F-O-U-R. Fuck F-U-C-K. Come on, man. We already know what's up, bro. Oh, and then 4 letters. Fuck 4 letters. And then where he always pointing?
Up.
Fuck it up, Dak.
The correlation.
Come on, man. Come on.
Correlation.
Come on, man. Give it to me.
Yeah, shout out to Dak Prescott.
Hey, nah, I'm not gonna let you do that.
We're not gonna let you do that.
This nigga
We're allowed to talk about our quarterback.
This nigga is a Saints fan, and they got white Dak Prescott, but worse, in Derek Carr.
They can crash that shit, burn it. All these years, they gave it up, man. I don't know. I think the league paying them to crash out like they do. But all right, getting to some serious business, fellas. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
We got to get into the deep end.
Yeah, man.
All right, Rodney Hinton.
Yeah.
Last week he entered a plea of not guilty. For those that don't know who he is, his son was killed. I want to say maybe 2 weeks ago.
It was in the beginning of May. Yes.
Yeah, with apparently, well, they're saying that the son had was in a stolen car, pointing a gun at the police, and when the police ran down on him, supposedly seen a gun, fired on him, killed him on the spot. Said they tried to give CPR, but who knows how true that is. You know, the police will put handcuffs on you while you shot up.
Mm-hmm.
But the dad, last week, after seeing the footage,
the body count footage, yeah.
After seeing the footage, left the crib.
Left the police station.
Police station.
He was at the police station.
Left the station, hopped in whatever he was in. I think it was like a little SUV.
They said he was in no condition to drive, so somebody took him home first.
Yeah.
Then they took him back to get his car. Then they said he left from the police station, went back to the parking lot of the police station, and then left again, and then
did what he did.
Proceeded to
take matters into his own hands.
Take matters into his own car.
That's to say it politely, because I was gonna say, but yeah, the police guy, the officer, he was directing traffic for a college graduation
at the University of Cincinnati,
and decided to do what he did. And so he took that man's life, and right now, you know, there's I'm sorry, I'm on one. Yeah, he took it all. He took it into his hands, and right now there's a divide on where people stand on the situation.
That's true. And to mention the officer name who was taking this, I think it's Larry Henderson, which was a retired deputy. He was just filling in, just like, been retired for 5 months. Hey man, let me just come out here and just do some good community work. You know, I'm not on the beat no more. Let me just come out here and direct some traffic. All right. Come on, cross the street. And unfortunately, in this situation,
he was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yep. Yeah. And they still haven't released the name of the officer who actually put bullets into his son.
Yeah.
Ryan Hinton.
Ryan.
You know, said he was with 3 of his other friends or homeboys or whatever, and they allegedly were still in the car.
Yeah.
Police chase. A 6-second interaction with the police ended in gun, pow, dead. So.
Yeah.
And there was no gun found on the scene, but they said later they found one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because from what I saw, they did say they found a gun. They found it was an extended clip in the gun, and they found another loaded clip, or somewhere like supposedly it fell out of his pocket.
Yeah.
And they found a gun inside the car, a loaded gun inside the car.
Have y'all seen the video? Y'all watched the video?
I've seen the video.
Yeah.
So I mean, like what Rod said, people are divided about the situation. Me personally, I'm a firm believer in what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. That's how I try to look at things, everything in life. And from what I saw in the video, my perspective, I did see a gun. When Ryan took off running, he fell, and you can see a gun on the floor next to him. And when you finish watching the video, I don't see not one point in time where he pointed the gun at the cop. Because what the cops are saying is that when he crossed through the dumpster, that he pointed the gun at the cop.
Yeah.
And that's when the cop decided to shoot. And even the chief is saying that at no point do we allow a suspect that's running to point a weapon at a police officer and run away.
I heard them say that.
Okay, so that's them saying, they are saying that the kid pointed a gun at her. And if you watch the video closely, I mean, they have a bunch of still shots.
Yeah.
You can see the boy make eye contact with the cop, and it looked like he was scared. I mean, it's blurry, but you can kind of see a face, like
He was running away.
he was scared. So I didn't see that one point.
I didn't come for no shootout.
He was trying
you
to
know
run.
what I'm saying?
He was trying to run away.
And I think the cop just made a mistake. Made a mistake. I don't think there was any ill intent behind it. I just think that he was scared. The kid was scared, and then he made the wrong decision at the time. But what I don't like is that the cover up of he pointed the gun at me. That's where you lost me. Yeah. When you start trying to put lies into the mix, then you lost me there.
Yeah.
You lost me there.
Yeah, just say you was fearful for your life. Yeah. That's the broad umbrella that they always use when it comes to police shootings. Is I fear for my life.
Yeah,
and that would have made more sense than saying that he pointed the gun when there is body cam. Right, there's a whole video.
Because now you playing in my face and with my intelligence.
And I think that's what set the parents off, because you sitting here saying this, and when they watched the video, we didn't see that.
Yeah,
we didn't see that, and that's why the dad reacted the way he did. Because I mean, I don't think I was about to say sane. Well, I can't say that because the lawyers are claiming that the dad is mentally insane. So that's the defense they're going to go with. So
even if he's not mentally ill, it's one of those things as far as, okay, I can be in my same mind. But like, okay, so if that's my child or whatever, and he's in that situation, and then I watch the body count footage, but I hear what y'all like, okay, if my son did not point a gun at you, and it's a climate like since the Michael Brown situation. Yeah. And like, so if we have been in a really since the history of this country, we have been like in a position or a space with black people in the police, and that has been, fed to me over time and shit that I might have even experienced in my own walk of life. And then I go watch this video of my son being killed by this cop, and he did not, in fact, point a gun at him, nor was that cop in danger for his life. It's like, sane or not, like they can make you feel some type of way. Yeah, they can be like a quote unquote crime of passion, as they say, within like some type of lover's quarrel or something.
He could have lost his mind in that very moment.
Yeah, it's like, well, damn, how could they do this to my boy?
Yeah,
I don't know how many other kids he had. That might have been his only son. Yeah, right. It might have been his pride and joy, whether he was wrong, right, or indifferent. And like for you to take my baby away like that, well, I'm all right. I'm gonna get at you.
Yeah, and like it's just got to come to a point to where that's got to stop happening, though. As far as the shit that they was into, if they, being in a stolen car with guns, that's got to stop.
Yeah,
as well as that a 6-second interaction and shooting,
turns into a death.
Yeah, it turns into a death. Like you got to be able to get some kind of line of communication, or at least try. That can't be the first thing you go to,
because with
shooting.
Yeah, straight to shooting, especially without a threat. We can see there was no threat, and you can't keep killing people
because like you can't keep playing in our face in this country. As far as like, okay, I just bring up the name of Dylan Ruth, who went to a church service and sat in and killed 9 members of a church that prayed with him and studied the Bible with him. Mm-hmm. But he was able to be taken into custody peacefully.
Waterburger.
And then fed some Burger King on the way. Tango hombre. And they went and got niggas something to eat. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you clearly see this boy running away from you, and it's not a threat. And it also reminds me of the guy, forgive me for forgetting your name, in South Carolina. He was clearly running away from an officer, no threat to him. And instead of using a taser or just being in shape and following pursuit, you decide to kill this man.
Yeah. And no boy, I know what you're talking about. That was
I can't think of his name.
yeah, the guy that just turned around and he wasn't even running fast. It's just he was faster than the police.
Yeah, so so I forgot where I was going, but yeah, we there now.
But yeah, the dad was in court, and what y'all think about the video of him? Kind of, I mean, went on kind of he held his head.
Yeah,
his
he
head
had
high.
his head. He
and-
mad. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like he mad.
Yeah.
You know, he mad. He don't really care. He don't think they care about his baby. So he ain't got to give a shit about what he did right now. That's what I saw.
I think it's hard because I think he's definitely wrong for killing the
Definitely.
officer that he killed,
Yeah.
right?
Definitely.
That's my next question.
But y'all not about to come in this motherfucker and try to intimidate me either.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, we just strong blue shield and there's 40 officers deep in this bitch. Yeah, nigga, I not knock the rest of y'all off too in
Right.
this motherfucker too.
Right.
Because that's how I feel. That's how I'm coming behind my baby boy. That's how I'm coming behind mine.
And I ain't the only one wrong, guys.
Yeah.
Now, if you would have, I wouldn't call you wrong if you got back at the officer that killed your son.
Yeah.
But the one that you did get after, he ain't had nothing to do with that. He might have been a good person and good cop his entire life.
Yeah, you could have hurt the world. He might have really took somebody that the world really needed.
Yeah, well, they said that he was one of the cops that would always train the new guys. You know, so people looked up to him because he was a good mentor to the new cops coming up. So
Yeah, and that's-
he was highly thought of.
But yeah,
Yeah,
with the father, I agree and disagree. Like you said, the fact that it was not the same cop that took his son's life, I don't agree with. But the idea of getting your lick back or an eye for an eye, I'm with that 100%. Because if it was me, one of mine, I'm going all the
You
way
gonna
out.
want to do something.
I'm going all the way out.
And I feel like he took whatever he had. I don't want to be just quoting Kendrick Lamar, but it made me think of that XXX. Tell me what you do for love. Loyalty and passion of moments that you collected and shit that you can't get back. Like, it's love. What would you do for love, for real? And I think that's what he did. And so I think that's the future, honestly. It's probably going to be more shit like that happening. A lot of people been thinking it should have happened before now. I just think that it's a slippery slope we on right now, and people are willing to hurt innocent officers, which this ain't the first time because some stuff happened in Dallas too, to where I feel like that was just a planned attack on officers that really had nothing to do with nothing. So
Yeah.
But in that same breath, though, I mean, there's been plenty of officers that took innocent people's lives too. So
Yes.
I mean, you gotta take it with a grain of salt.
yeah, yeah, because he feel like his son was innocent. So
Innocent or not, like I was not a threat to your life.
yeah.
Like there's been plenty of situations where we see like these and I don't even want to make it a race thing, but like let's take it to like some of the most brutal crimes. Let's take it to that store shooting, the grocery store shooting in Buffalo. And that young man I don't believe he was killed on site, or at least he wasn't killed on site, was taken into custody, and we knew about his manifesto.
Yeah.
This young boy was just making a dumbass decision as a kid, but was no threat.
He
to
was
you.
no threat. He didn't want to hurt the police.
Yeah, and then shit, you take his life. So it's like I said, I can't. Like the only fault I have for the dad is like you didn't get at the person who took your son's life.
That's my own.
But like just
That's
taking
my
the
only
life of the officer who a guy who was just out there at a graduation ceremony, man, that's tough,
That's
dog.
tough.
That's tough.
But like you said, just coming off of seeing the footage and you're not in your right mind. And shit, I gotta get somebody.
Yeah.
So what do y'all think will happen? Do y'all think he'll see jail time? Do y'all think he'll get off? What do y'all see
he'll
for him
see
to wrap
jail
this up?
time.
Yeah, he's going to jail
going
for
to
sure.
jail.
He's going to jail for sure. Now it's just going to be a matter of to what degree.
Yeah.
To what degree? I mean, I think that they're going to claim the mentally insane, but nah, man. When you kill one of them, when you kill one of the boys in blue, nah, they coming for you.
You're getting everything.
They coming for you,
so
man.
maybe
Yeah.
they'll give him a little leeway because
'Cause
they
of the
know
situation,
the
yeah.
situation. But I definitely think he's
Yeah.
gonna do some jail time. A lot of it
For
too.
sure.
All right, Mr. Hinton. For me personally, like, I hope not. I think they should see that you were in not the mental illness, but a place of mental duress because you had just watched the video of your son being killed by the police. And for me, that should be enough to get you off. So, and I hope that's the case for you.
Yeah. So do I. Yeah.
Yeah, and I read somewhere too that that he had a GoFundMe and that they pulled it.
Yeah.
Did y'all see something about that?
Oh, yeah, I've been seeing that.
I seen something about that, and they were saying, I guess that the GoFundMe reached out and they said something about that we don't allow a GoFundMe for crimes of violence and stuff like that. And I was just like, damn.
Yeah.
But then again, I seen some other stuff when they allow it. So I don't know why this particular situation they would
Because
do it.
he's black man in America. Welcome to it.
They want to get funny about it now since for me, it seems like, like what Ryan was saying, like if you black and something like that happen, like no way, nigga. But if you white and you do some fuck shit, let's run that money.
Yeah, I think,
but it's not until recently, like with this this subject that we get into, it wasn't until recently to where they was like, okay, nah, you can't do that. But shit, they don't find a way around that for that group of people. But we'll get to that later.
And that's the difference. Not to just stay here because we're gonna keep it pushing, but that's the difference. When you black or brown, you're guilty till proven innocent.
Yeah.
When you're white, you're innocent till proven guilty. So you can get your GoFundMes and Red Cross and all that other shit, whatever you get. But to keep it there, speaking of GoFundMes, I don't think hers is called GoFundMe, but in this week's news of white people in America, the white lady Shiloh Hendrix,
with her dirty looking ass,
that was caught on video pretty much cussing out and belittling a 5-year-old, come to find out, 5-year-old autistic black child.
Yeah. Because
he, from what she said, he had took her baby's toy. So she decided to call him nigger and all other kind of stuff. And shit, like she wanted to put hands on this man, on the boy.
Oh, let me see if I can give y'all a little bit of this lady.
The child the word? It is my own business. You call him. Okay, why don't you have the balls to say it right now again? Okay. All right, that's what you say.
You don't go digging through people.
Nobody digging to your.
A little kid just did, you dog.
That little kid, you call him
Yeah.
the little child?
What if he acts like one? He's gonna.
Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child 5-year-old and the N-word.
If that's what he's gonna act.
That's
like.
what you're gonna call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
You know that's a hate speech, and you can be the that.
I don't give a.
Huh. Okay, we'll see about that with the.
So then this lady proceeded to go on and say, let me see if I can get this pulled up real quick. She went on to say, my name is Shiloh and I have been put into a very dire situation. I recently had a kid steal from my 18-month-old son's diaper bag at a park. I called the kid out for what he was. And so when she did have her GoFundMe going before they struck it down, she was able to raise a little bit of money.
$700K last I saw.
Well, the one she's at now, I was gonna say the one
she
I
on
just
a
seen.
different platform.
Yeah, she's using a different platform, comparable to GoFundMe. And last time I checked, it was like it's $650.
Yeah, so that the platform she's on now is called Give, Send, Go, which allows for white supremacist donations and hate speech. Mm-hmm. So I was looking at the ADL website. You know, of course, they track the hate speech and crimes against Jewish people, black people, gay people, blah, 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 right?
More Jewish than anybody.
Yeah, okay. So, so they said donations with comments and or name found that about 4,000 names included white supremacist, racist, or anti-Semitic content. So like these niggas was getting their shit off.
Yeah.
It's like, so they was in this mug. It said, dozens use a donation comment to leverage anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. Such messages included: Jews are the reason we are in this mess. Jews have been flooding our countries with the bioweapons for centuries. Jews are using diverse immigrants to dilute the white population. And the Goyim are figuring out Jews are using non-whites to wage the ancient war against God.
So, like I said, they're looking for the quote-unquote anti-Semitic rhetoric. Did they report any black?
Yeah, so it says soon the number of hateful comments ballooned to give Send Go Disabled the ability to leave comments with donations. So they cut the comments out. And so though the platform notably did not shut down the campaign itself, after comments were disabled, donors exploited the name field to continue to spread their hatred. 14 of the top 20 most repeated donor names included white supremacists or racist references, including the Spoonerism, Nate Higgers, White Lives Matter, and then one is TND, which stands for, I guess trigger warning, total nigger death. Donations were also made in denominations of white supremacist numerical codes such as 14 and 88. At the time of this report, there were 693 donations of $14, 99 donations of $88, and 26 donations that used variations of $14.88. So this white supremacy shit get deep, and so it always remind me as far as they like, well, damn, it's like how come there's never been a RICO on the Klan? Like that shit really sticks in my head. And then so I remember, I believe it was the Michael Brown situation in St. Louis. I remember when people were out in the streets protesting. The FBI came up with this new watch list called the BIE, or the Black Identity Extremist. And that shit was extremely insane to me because these people were just really out here protesting against police brutality. But now you want to call them Black Identity Extremists. But when it comes to, white supremacists, the KKK, and all these other groups that are out there, it's mum's the word. Yeah, you don't hear shit about that. Is that shit not interesting to nobody else but me?
Yeah, they act like it don't exist.
No, they know it exists. We run shit. So,
Deal with
Here you go. Black Panther Party, 70s terrorist group. Here we go in 2025. Klan. I think they might have just put them on there during the outbreak, and that was only because people was at home protesting. And giving pushback. But come on, man, the Klan been around forever and a day.
Yeah, and it seemed like at some point, shit, it's hand in hand with the government, though.
It is.
The Klan is basically hand in hand with the government with all the shit that they claim they have done and just like literally get away with it. I see a lot of people on some, free speech shit with this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they talking about. It's got to a point to where how I understand it is these people trying to say, yeah, I should be able to call you whatever the fuck I want to call you with no consequences. That's what they saying. I should be able to say whatever the fuck I want to say about you, and you can't do nothing about it. This is my right. This is my freedom of speech to belittle anybody of color or that's not of the same, race or culture as me. And that is coming down to bullshit. To me, that's like part of the government that is made to damn near fuck over people that have been oppressed, because that shit is gonna hurt. You running around calling little kid 5-year-old black boys niggers, that shit is gonna hurt.
Also, a young man that they believe to be autistic or on the spectrum. It's like as an adult woman, like you should have a little bit more sense about yourself, as far as in how you deal with a child and how you come at a child, whether that boy was on the spectrum or not. Like that's not how you talk to any
5-year-old child.
But when you view us as lesser than,
that's what I was saying. Unless you're racist like that, then you'll do that shit.
But this lady's original goal was $50,000. They said they had reached that in no time.
Yeah.
Then it went to $500,000.
Then
now that she's like I say, last time I checked it was like $650. Now the new goal is $1 million because she fears for the safety of her family.
Yeah.
So she needs $1 million.
She went out.
I mean, she ain't lying. She is probably living in fear now.
Maybe she
is. But she living in the paranoid fear because unless
her actions.
Yeah, because your own actions, and unless you are Rodney Hinton, like as much as they try to paint us as barbarians, it's a lot of people that black people should have got back at. Like George Zimmerman walk around this bitch just healthy as hell. Well, I don't know if he's healthy. I don't know what his cholesterol at, but he's still alive. Ain't no bullet wounds in him and all that shit. So
yeah, ain't nobody finna do shit to
So even if they attempt to try to paint us as barbaric and all that good stuff, and black people just want to get at white people, blah blah blah, this bitch ain't got shit to worry about.
She ain't got nothing to worry about.
So what?
That's just not even a history of that shit in our country of black people being so retaliatory to where they go out and getting people dead for saying nigger like that.
Because we greater than that.
Definitely.
But anyway, what you about to ask, Rod?
No, I was gonna say, this is just a wake up call for the European. Yeah, we do have free speech, but your free speech come with consequences.
But that's crazy though, because the consequence was they raised $1 million for me.
Yeah.
Now I went from this poor white, I don't know if you was white trash or not, but you trashed to me.
She showed looked like she stank.
And then change your last name too. You can't be no fucking Shiloh Hendrix out here. Like name too cold for you to be acting like that, stupid bitch. Anyway, because like, what does that mean for a white person? Now it's like, okay, I can go across this little 5-year-old boy and call him all types of niggas and raise $1 million. I instantly became a millionaire because I was racist.
Yeah, it might have not been nobody came to your inbox. All you had to do was get on a racist ass website and say, hey, they fucking with me. I need $1 million.
And then she didn't get on that website at first. As far as for her, she got on GoFundMe and said that she was in a dire situation. Right, They was like, damn, let's go help this white person because these blacks have had too much power and control. Yeah. Let me get back to this.
They're calling it black fatigue.
Yeah, but like that's some bullshit.
And that really just speaks to the climate of what America is. Yeah. They try to hide behind Obama when he was a president, and racism is not real, and all these other things, which is bullshit.
So let me read this tweet to y'all by whoever Nick Fuentes is. Some of y'all that listening might know this because we got a wide base, and some of y'all be rocking with that shit, stupid ass motherfuckers. Anyway. He says the Shiloh Hendrix fundraiser isn't about a racial slur or whatever happened on that playground. It's a middle finger to Carmelo Anthony, George Floyd, O.J. Simpson, and all the black people who supported them just because they're black. White people have had enough. It's like that Philip Anderson nigga in Frisco.
Yeah. And then imagine if we got to trying to name all the white people that did some shit. We sit here for 2 hours. But no, them the only 4 black people you could come up with.
Man.
That's not about white people that got behind white people just because they was white.
But the European American conveniently forgets what happened.
Them niggas forget everything but 9/11.
Decade after decade. After decade, after hundreds of years, and we ain't even gotta go back to slavery. That's something that white people don't like when you talk about
trying
slavery.
To forget that shit for sure.
So let's keep it recent. Like when
that's why they paid Kanye to get out there and say it was a choice. Mm-hmm. But anyway, let me get off of that shit.
Kanye love him some Donald Trump though. He probably sucked Donald Trump dick too.
Like his cousin. That might be his cousin.
That's probably it. He sure went shame by then. So
damn. Kanye said he gay. My bad.
No, you good. But just with the bombing of Black Wall Street, and like that's just
and hundreds of other communities.
And I was gonna say that because those get swept under the rug because there was small areas
like Seneca Village in what's now Central Park in New York.
Yeah, but they want to forget the bullshit that happens with them when it comes to us. Whenever they feel like getting some shit off, they can get their shit off, and it's been going on forever and a day. But then when black people just so happen to get our lick back, they don't like that. Like, how dare you? How dare you feel like you're in a position to pretty much be where we at?
You're supposed to take the high road. You're supposed to be the bigger person.
They think they so far on the right side of right and wrong that they don't understand when black people go for black people or other minorities just to see them beat the system. Because the system has fucked
fucking us for so fucking long. So it's nice to see a nigga fuck around and beat y'all at your own bitch ass game.
That's what it's all about if you want to know.
Right.
But we also know the difference between right and wrong. Yeah, we do that, but like, goddamn, y'all fuck that shit. So
right. We know it don't matter. We know right and wrong really don't matter.
And this could have been a good time to, restore a little bit of humanity, But rather what they did is they did the complete opposite. How can you back somebody using racial slurs like that?
Yeah.
dumbfounding. It's disheartening, but that's the society we live in. You know, like I said,
Especially to a child that can't defend itself.
you know,
if you did that to a lady that was your age and she decided to put paws on you, all right, cool, y'all work that shit out. But that boy is a child.
At the end of the day, you know, I mean, a child is a child, man. You know, it's a child. You know, they don't know what's going on. They're innocent. Their minds aren't there yet. You know, we should always defend kids, no matter what the situation.
Right. That is true.
We're always supposed to defend the kids, man. Always. And this would have been a perfect time for like I said, for them to
just correct them.
Hey, you know what? This is wrong. We're not condoning that.
We can't fuck with that.
We're not backing that. You know, but what did they? Yeah, they wanted to. I guess get into a pissing match. So this is the route they chose.
They want to be par for course. It's like I always hear people say, "What is it? Equality feels like oppression to them sometimes."
Right.
Like, well, we just want to be equal. It feels like oppression to you because you've been up for so fucking long.
But what's surprising to me is that y'all favorite president hasn't had anything to say about either of these situations that I've seen.
I'm just glad that nigga said he's not trying to run in 2028. I was like, whew, fucking God.
He's not going to run in 2028.
He went to the gym. As soon as he said that shit, I was going to the gym. Make sure
I'm going to look in the camera. He's going to change the Constitution. People going to vote for it, and he's going to be the president until he die.
I hope not.
I said it here.
You know, there's an astrologer, for those who believe in astrology. His birthday is June 15 or something like that. And somebody had predicted that he would find some type of terminal health condition on his actual birthday. So let's see if he make it past the summer. Not that I'm rooting against you, because I don't want no problems with no government, bro, because y'all done killed all the great black leaders. But let's see what happens, homeboy.
We just some niggas doing the podcast.
So he's telling the truth. He publicized that
nigga, the president.
Oh, okay. On his birthday.
Yeah.
Okay.
In June. Around something Gemini season. Okay. Like something may occur or happen with him.
Terminally ill or something.
Yeah. But you know, I ain't wishing death upon no man.
Death on nobody, man.
But if there was a nigga to wish death upon, I still wouldn't wish it upon him.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be in the prayer line.
but there's two things that everybody need to understand.
No, they got Donald.
Same way I felt about the Queen, man. I was tore up.
No, not Queen Elizabeth.
Wait. Back that ass up. What? Say it again, though. You was fucked up about the Queen?
Yeah.
He not catching the sarcasm at all.
Oh, okay. No, I was gonna say in real life. Or we just play.
That nigga should let them jokes ride. We about to get that shit out. That nigga like, hold on now.
Wait a minute.
How much longer we got on this topic? Because how much longer can I hold it? Because I gotta.
And the Pope.
Yeah, man. I was really fucked up about them. Y'all boys know I'm Catholic.
Yeah, the Pope fucked me up too, man.
Yeah, man. Like, why they had to let that good old white man die, bro? That was out here doing God's work, touching them little boys.
Man, just like he thought he supposed to have been doing all his life.
Just like all the popes. This ain't covenant. But yeah, break time, niggas. All right, fellas. Enough of the heavy. That shit was pretty heavy. Let's get into a sport that I like and still support until some bullshit come up. Boxing.
I mean, boxing is kind of bullshit, though. I feel like that should kind of have more of a UFC model, but not where your owner robs you. But anyway, get into it, brother. I'm sorry.
No, Dana White.
And I'm going to get to that, dog.
No, let's get to it. Dana White, he be raping.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't say rape. He be R-wording.
Aping.
Yeah. He be gaping these boys.
Great.
He be gaping these boys, man. He don't pay them what they supposed to get paid.
That's my favorite category.
Hey.
Fisting.
Hey, okay. All right. Your favorite sport?
The whole fist. Hey, and speaking of which, you know,
Speaking of fist.
Speaking of fisting.
And see, this is the part I hate about the internet, because I was just trying to, you know.
Oh my God.
You know, when you pod, you got to go through.
Tell us about
content.
your algorithm, brother.
No, not my algorithm.
That's catered to you.
It did pop up though. Hey, X is a wild place, boy. But
that's true.
It was a picture.
X is also a wild boy.
Tis true as well.
He be in them clubs in downtown Dallas.
X is also a wild drug. I sent the pod to X. I said, hey, man, critique this. Let me know how you feel. He said, you know I got you, my boy. I ain't heard from that nigga since. I ain't heard a word.
He's like, damn. this was my goal. But two California niggas can't get together.
All right, man.
But yeah, no, I seen it was somebody. He had a picture of his arm, and he had 2 lines tattooed on his arm.
Come on, brother.
So I'm lost. You know, I'm up. You know, I don't know about this new kid shit, whatever. So I went through comments, and they were saying that's how far they put their arm in.
Oh man.
Look, Phil looking like he about to delete all this shit.
Was it Caucasian?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. All right.
Of course. But yeah, he had two lines on his arm.
Do y'all think y'all ever bold enough to try to fist a bitch?
If I'm fucking with a bitch that got a pussy like that, I don't want that.
Nah, bro.
If I'm a fist, I might as well go ahead and foot her.
Your foot can't nothing though.
I don't know. I would do that, but I wouldn't do the fist.
You rather that than a fist?
Hey man,
No.
I got some kind of morals, man. What you talking about?
Hey,
dog?
do me a favor. Look right into that camera and say you'd rather put your foot where? Nah, don't do that. Don't do that because I'm gonna make a mean ass reel for no reason. So don't do that.
Just know, you know what I'm talking about.
He gonna get his chun. He gonna get his chun. But yeah, let's get to my
I say, hey, excuse me.
let me get into my favorite sport for now, boxing. Over the weekend, I was pleasant.
Hold on, wait. That boy Mario thought he was just gonna hold his mic. I was sliding my shit over, and I was like, this nigga just was like, no, I'm just gonna hold mine like this. But look at that shit right back.
Yeah, I did. Y'all talked me out of it. Shit.
I'm gonna
I ain't
tuck
want
mine
to hear
in.
your shit. So
I'm just gonna tuck mine in.
yeah.
Oh shit! Fuck, man. I'm sorry.
But over the weekend, they had a 2-day boxing event, which was pleasantly surprising. I liked it. But Friday, they had 3 fights, middle of New York.
Yeah.
Times Square.
In Times Square. All of them, the first one was pretty good. It was all right. Second 2 with Haney, and then the last one with
Yeah, I missed the
Garcia
Teofimo
was
fight. I missed that first one.
trash. You didn't miss a lot. It was trash. So then they backdoored Saturday and had a fight in Saudi Arabia with what they call them?
His Excellency.
Oh, I was like, I'll be saying the Sheik.
That part, because as a grown man, I can't.
You can't call somebody His Excellency.
No, it'd be hard for me to call Charlemagne by his whole
The
state.
God.
Yeah,
Nigga be in this motherfucker sound like Webby.
Charlemagne.
Hey, what did he say? Charlotte McGay? Charlotte McGay? Say, man, I got some names on this motherfucker.
Angela Yee.
Angela Lee. Charlotte McGay.
Webby was fucked up, man.
That man took about 30 takes and thought he hit every one of them. Though
Can't pronounce Yee, bro.
that was the funniest part. He thought he had nailed every one of them. He's like, oh shit, wait,
I see how we finna end this part. Straight bullshit.
straight bullshit. You know, got to make up for the first part.
Yeah, we
But
did
yeah.
good though.
But yeah, the
Count your days, Jesus.
facts. And this is what
See, me saying that, he would have been like,
hold on.
okay.
Yeah, he gonna get his feelings. He gonna be tomorrow. Whenever this drop, he's gonna be in the chat like,
Oh, he finna fuck us up.
Yeah, he gonna be mad.
He
As soon
said,
as he hear this
he
shit.
said, but Rod, I thought you said you would fight for me. Yeah, I thought you said you was gonna fight for me, dog.
But Jesus will always be a part of this because I told him like we're not gonna call him this week, but next week we call him Chuy chimes in.
Yeah.
And so, all right, man, we're gonna call you, bro. Shit, and you better be taking your notes. I can see this nigga listen to this bitch time. Ah, fuck! I wasn't taking no notes. Damn. Pokemon.
That'll get him focused.
Damn it. All right, sorry. Right. It's
no.
gonna be really hard for you, brother, because I'm just on some bullshit.
hey man, this
Boxing.
This is double Dutch. I get in where I fit in. But yeah, Saturday night
Is that pause worthy?
Double Dutch?
for who?
Get in where you fit in.
Nah, we let that one rock.
Yeah,
We'll let that one rock.
it's a staple, so we gotta let it
Because
rock.
I'm not going anywhere I don't fit in.
See,
now we
getting-
now we
Some
getting in the
shit-
pause.
Like if it don't feel like home.
Ain't nothing like home cooking. But you know,
All right, man, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm finna shut up. I'm finna lean back like Fat Joe. Sip this beer and allow y'all, because y'all know I don't really watch boxing like that.
Did you guys watch any of the boxing Friday or Saturday?
I didn't watch them live. I watched the highlights and I wasted my time.
I watched them live. I watched the Haney fight.
Trash.
Watched that live. And
Y'all
I
was
watched
live. Y'all was live texting them shits in the group chat though.
Garcia and Rowley. Or Romero. I watched that fight.
Boy, it seemed highly disappointed.
Yeah.
I was disappointed in Garcia, and I watched the Inoue fight the next night, which was pretty good as well. They were slugging.
Shit, I think I remember. I don't know if it was last year, 2 years ago. We critiqued that fight with what's his name, Shakur Stevenson. Remember when he fought on a Thursday and it was just a straight snooze fest. I don't remember the exact punch totals, but I think there was a total punches of 110 that fight. Yeah, and the Haney fight only had 2 more punches than that fight, and the Canelo fight only had 3 more punches than that than the Haney fight. So that just goes to tell you, because we were heavy on Shakur Stevenson, then we need to be on these boys. Yeah, too. Because it's the same shit. But to be fair, I don't think that wasn't Canelo's fault.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't at all. And his name is School. But it looked like it's Skull.
I thought it was Skull.
Buddy was just in there just to not get hit. Like, I'm gonna show y'all my footwork.
Please don't hit me, Mr.
That's
Canelo.
how I felt like the twin did against him. Charlo. That's how I felt like Charlo just ran all of, like Canelo punched him one good time, and that was it. He ran the rest of the night. Goddamn! That shit hurt.
Hey man, he wanted to go home. No, he didn't want to go home. He just wanted to go straight to the club. Look at my face.
Yeah.
You know how you used to fight back in the day?
Yeah.
And somebody say you got your ass whooped. Look at my face.
Yeah.
I didn't get my ass whooped. Look at this.
Yeah, I ain't do shit.
I ain't got no bruises on me. Look at him.
I just had a joke that none of the listeners would understand unless they was around.
Say it.
I can't. Won't nobody understand it.
Would we understand it?
Yeah, y'all would, but I'll tell y'all later. Okay. Remind me of this next time we take a break. All right.
Shit, I think the most action we had was when Garcia hit the canvas.
Yep.
When Rowley hit him with that left hand. The same left hand he hit his ass with when they were sparring years ago.
Oh, word?
Yeah, they sparred some years ago and Rowley whipped his ass. Yeah. So I mean,
is that where they got Floyd Mayweather recorded years ago saying like, hey, if they fight, he taking Garcia out.
Yeah, and that's just one of the things, like, when you spar with somebody and you get familiar with a fighter, no matter how great that fighter is, that person that you get accustomed to and you spar with, they gonna know you. Kind of like Marquez and Pacquiao. Pacquiao was whooping ass, but when it came to Marquez just.
He had that one.
He was his best challenge because he knew him.
He knew his body.
Yeah. He was familiar with his body. And
he knew all his spots on. Knew exactly where to hit him on.
And it's the same thing with Garcia and Haney. Garcia was familiar with Haney due to their sparring matches, and he just had the best of it, even from their youth days. So
but even with both fights, the Haney fight and Garcia fight being as boring as it was, Garcia fucked the bag up.
He did.
Because all he had to do was just win. That's it. And everybody was looking for that rematch.
And most people expected him to win. And I was surprised to see that Rowley, basically, he couldn't even fucking touch Rowley with the left hook. That's his signature. But shit, Rowley knocked him down off of a left hook. He was catching that shit and punishing him. So, and how they both acted, it also seemed like Rowley might have not was supposed to win that shit.
No,
Rowley usually is an asshole.
Yeah.
This man was all humble and shit. Like he wasn't on no bullshit.
I fucked up the rematch.
I fucked up the rematch. I was supposed to just be a body. I knocked this man down.
What's buddy with the deep pockets? Turkey?
Yeah.
He probably had a little talk with him like, hey.
Yeah,
the people love Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, you're not really supposed to win, but make it look good.
Yeah, like Rod said, the payday got fucked up because everybody wanted the Haney Garcia rematch. Is what we wanted, and now it just got delayed. It just got delayed.
Yeah, who wants to see Garcia and Haney fight again? Not me.
I wanted to see it after, because I still believe the roid shit. I still believe in the steroid shit. I want to see Garcia come in there, weigh in properly, no roids, none of that shit, nothing on his name, and see if he can do the same shit.
Hey man,
I beg to defer. Let him do cocaine.
Oh,
and
I
do
give you
cocaine.
cocaine. I
So,
give you that.
yeah,
I give you
cocaine. I think he's a better fighter on
just about to say
cocaine than
that.
alcohol.
No PEDs. I
Because
give
he
you
was
cocaine.
he appeared to be locked in on this fight, and he got his ass whipped.
Yeah.
But when he,
man.
you know,
That nigga tried to box the right way.
yeah, the right way got his ass whipped. Give
That
him the
nigga needed
cocaine.
that-
Give him
that
the
power.
And
ball.
it ain't even that many. You know, you don't even get in that much trouble for cocaine. Too. They find out you did some cocaine before.
Shout
the
out
fight, you'll be
to
all
Johnny Bones Jones.
right.
Johnny Bones Jones.
And then with the last fight, didn't Garcia find God? So now,
Man, he been saying that.
He been
Nah, he
saying
been
that.
found God.
Yeah, he been found God.
Whenever he got whooped by Tank or whatever, he walked out there, Spirit, baby. And dog, that
he
shit
been
was
found
funny as
God.
hell,
I
bro.
think Rolly just found God. Something
Like-
might have happened to Rolly or something, but he just found God or something. That's why he was all chill.
Like I always say, man, you know, of course my girl Mexican, so whenever I go with her side of the family, they want to watch the fight. And of course, y'all know how boxing go. You cheering for your own.
Yeah.
So
hey,
Hey, okay, hold on.
So the Garcia, the Garcia Davis fight, right? I'm in this house with a bunch of Mexicans and one Dominican, right? And so here I am. I'm looking at Tank and I'm like, don't let me down in front of like, oh, matter of fact, I got beef with a nigga, Deontay Wilder.
man.
I was out with this
You and
nigga
me.
and a couple of more of our I was the only black nigga around a bunch of Hispanic people, and I watched Deontay Wilder in the month of February walk out with this big black suit on with all the great black leaders on the wall behind him and proceed to get his ass embarrassed by this out of shape, fat Nikolai Jokic looking ass, Gypsy King ass nigga, bro. Tyson Fury, right?
Hey.
Shit, I was embarrassed, bro. I ain't fuck with Deontay Wilder since. Oh, Deontay Wilder finna fight. That's cool.
Hey,
But anyway,
he ain't been right ever
that
since.
He ain't been
Hey,
right
that-
ever
that
since.
muscles
That
don't
was
mean
one
shit.
code he couldn't crack.
So, okay, all right, so forgive me. Let me get back to the point. So I'm watching the Garcia and Davis fight in mixed company.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, so my girl and her family, they not from LA, but they have roots in LA or whatever.
Right.
And that's where Ron Garcia was fighting out of. And they seen this little innocent face and all that good shit coming out to this good Christian song. And like, I can't tell you how good it felt to watch Tank put belt to ass on this nigga and just see they heart break round by fucking round by fucking round. I'm sorry. AD, sorry, LA. But it felt good to see. And then whenever he hit them with that motherfucking body shot, bow! Sit your little bitch ass down, nigga.
And I was saying that the whole fight.
He dropped it.
Hit him in his liver. He hit him in his liver.
Yeah.
But he got that payback against Haney,
But
though.
yeah, but ever
I
since
fight
then,
Devin
he
Haney
got
myself.
a rep for quitting, though. Because they say he quit, too. Garcia, they say Garcia quit. I think he quit
Oh,
against
that's
Rolly,
fair.
too.
That's fair.
Like, you hit him one good time, then shit.
I think.
I don't even think I want to box like that.
Now, I think what we really be talking about, the whole highlight of the boxing weekend was the face off with Crawford and Canelo. Yeah, that was
Nice
that
ass
was
transition.
that-
That's a goddamn natural.
that is what we need to be talking about, because that shit we saw was straight garbage juice.
Yeah.
You know,
I
let's
mean,
get to
I know.
let's
He
get
get the face off.
let's get to nitty gritty and the real shit.
But before we get to that, okay, let me give y'all a little backstory. So, my girl, she watched boxing with me.
Yeah.
So Friday night, you know, Haney did his thing. Garcia, he lost. Who cares? on her end, who cares?
Because they don't fuck with him no more.
But when that motherfucking,
He's not one of
but
us.
when that motherfucking Raul Alvarez, what's his name? Alvarez Canelo with Canelo Alvarez.
Oh yeah,
came
yeah,
out.
Canelo. Hey, bro, he's a,
Hey, whoever buddy was that came out singing this shit, she singing a song like.
you see that, but that's
Okay.
because Ryan's he's a
Nobody-
Mexican American.
Yeah, nobody fuck around. Canelo, he one of them.
He's Mexican. You know, what
Eating
I'm
that
saying?
beef
So,
with
yeah.
steroids in it.
So we watching the fight.
That's that prime wagyu dog. Prime wagyu dog.
So
They
we
dope
so
in that
so me and my
damn
girl,
car.
me and my girl, we watching the fight, and you know, buddy, school, not boxing, because I'll precursor that by I like boxing. A lot of people hate Mayweather, but he's there to get points. He's not there to knock your ass out.
He's an actual
there,
boxer.
He's
Yeah,
there
he
to
a
touch you, get his points, win the round, win the fight.
There was a pause, right? I seen your face. He said Mayweather's there to touch you. LA said, what?
He is. That's what it is. You got
Yeah, I got you.
Touch me.
I seen this video about Omarion. They said this nigga been doing the same dance move since 2005.
I ain't lying.
And they had a comp of like just that nigga dancing back then up until now. And
On
it
his
just,
tiptoes
And it just
and
got
shit.
worse and worse and worse and worse. Niggas probably gonna be like the new Smokey Robinson after what Chris Stokes did to them.
That's just,
Damn.
Not Uncle Smokey.
Anyway, I'm sorry. That back to your story, man.
See, damn, Phil, you fucking up my segue. That was gonna be my segue into Friday. But yeah, so fight going on, and she getting upset, and she was upset the same way when Canelo fought Mayweather. Like he don't want to box. I'm like, babe, boxing is not about standing in front of somebody and see who can land the hardest punch.
This ain't Sugar Shane Oscar De La Hoya. We're not finna put our toes on each other and just get to it. We back about to box in this bitch.
Yeah, so she got frustrated halfway through the fight and she dipped out like, no, I'm not gonna watch this.
Damn.
Yeah.
She felt like he was losing or something or what?
It was just not a good fight.
It wasn't a good fight.
It wasn't a good fight. It wasn't good to watch. Like if Buddy was actually boxing and really trying to score, okay.
Homeboy took that payday against Canelo, huh?
It.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I would give him the benefit of the doubt.
What, like one of them Power Brother fights?
That.
Just here to get paid.
Yeah.
But when you got turkey,
Tune up.
when you got the bag, the bag man,
Yeah.
when you got Uncle Scrooge coming to your corner and say, "Hey man, fight," Buddy didn't want to fight, man.
Yeah,
It was all
Damn, he came up there and told him, man.
yeah.
Damn.
that was
That's
not,
embarrassing.
That's not an ideal performance.
Yeah.
That for one, Canelo his fights are never like that.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be action.
It's gonna be
always
punching.
gonna be action. You know what I'm saying? Not only that is you kicked it off. You went to Saudi for this fight. And,
Yeah.
you know they supposed to be a big thing. And the undercard was ass.
Ass.
Everything about that shit was ass, dog.
Ass.
You know,
Yeah, that wasn't good. It was, so it was a bad week?
I heard it
It
was
was.
Buffy.
Weekend for boxing?
I heard it was Buffy the body ass this past weekend.
God.
Big ass.
And I actually look forward to this
Big
weekend.
ass, me too.
I was like, hell yeah. You know,
But,
a lot of
but one thing, this is my unk side coming out. One thing that I liked about Friday's fight card, the main event started at 9:55. That's what I'm talking about. Because I want to have my black ass in the bed at 11.
9:55. That motherfucker's talking about like 8:30, fool.
Yeah, I want to have my black ass in the bed. Yeah. Sleep.
Toes twinkling and shit.
Yeah.
Feels good to be me.
The- the-
Pay-per-view usually about 11.
The main event usually is around 11:30.
Yeah.
30.
I'm already drunk. I don't care who wins. I care less who wins.
Nigga got watched the fight back the
Yeah.
next day. Really, I was too
Facts.
drunk to remember this part.
And that's what happens on Sunday. Let me see what happened. Let me see some highlights.
So the face off, this shit happened after the fight?
Yeah, after the fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so after the fight, Moneybags had Crawford come into the ring. And
Money back.
he had him do a little face
Getting
off
been
and
a lot
stuff.
of money.
Yeah.
And he announced that the fight was gonna be in September, the fight that's everybody looking for and stuff. Like that's what I like to see too. Big names.
That's what I
The
want
one
to
that runs the sport going at it, not no motherfucking Rudy Poot that
Yeah.
you don't know nothing about. Let me see some big names, some big fighting people that's not scared to have a blemish on their record.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad the Sheik came around, though. I feel like he came around with that money. Right now, it seemed like he loved boxing. It seemed like he came around because he loved boxing and he got the money, but he making these people put up or shut up. Either you want to fight the best or you want to run around here cherry picking and making excuses to fight whoever you want to fight.
Yeah.
And, go ahead.
And I think that's where boxing needs to be regulated anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, don't let these niggas, like, I like the UFC model of, okay, we know who the champion is, we know who the number one contender is.
Yes.
Top
I love
15.
that model, right?
And one champion per weight class.
Yeah.
Not all these bunch of
Different divisions.
different divisions.
And I feel like boxing should adopt that. And I
Yeah.
think that would revive the sport and bring it back.
I do too.
But these niggas is like, let me dance around and fight who I want to fight. And then when this nigga get too old and I'm too old,
Yeah.
let's finally fight.
Because I can't put this loss. They so scared of a loss.
The other problem too is the promotions. A lot of the
Yeah.
promotions, you know, these fighters are under the same umbrella. So these promotions are gonna do. You ain't gonna have. You ain't gonna have the same. You ain't gonna have Top Rank fighting Top Rank. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You're not gonna have PBS fighting Top Rank.
But-
you know.
But you know what was what I was happy to see, not happy, but it was a pleasant surprise was to see Oscar De La Hoya face after the fight.
With
Because
Garcia.
he still promote Garcia, right?
Garcia is this boy.
Even with their beef, they've been kind of fake having. I don't know if it's real or fake.
That man, he was.
Yeah.
He
A
was
lot
upset.
of people was upset with Garcia.
He had lingerie on?
Later.
Probably, yeah. He probably was at a hotel.
Yeah, with them heels and lingerie on.
Crazy that night.
Pantyhose.
The golden boy.
He'd be damned if Garcia don't fuck up
in
that.
there with a amount of cocaine like goddamn Tony Montana. Goddamn.
What the G in golden stand for?
Gaping.
Goofy.
Gaping.
Up to here.
Damn it. That second line.
The second line.
Damn it.
And not New Orleans either.
Yeah, facts.
But yeah, the sheet came through. I think he changed the game. Right now, it's a good thing. You know, like I say, so far it seems like he got the good intentions, but I think people like PBS or is it PBC and Top Rank, they should be looking at him and the Paul brothers. I think the Paul brothers are trying to be some of the biggest promoters in boxing, and they flying under the radar as well. But
I wouldn't say that they getting different type of money though.
yeah, it's
You know,
different type.
when you got Netflix throwing a bag at you, that ain't the same
But
kind of bag.
exactly.
As
But if they can get these fighters to start fighting on their platform,
But that's the thing,
then
though. I think boxing is trying to stay away from them.
from them.
Because that's not boxing.
No, it's not.
That's entertainment, and I think boxing is trying to kind of stay away from that as much as they can. But it's going to be a point because we almost saw it happen this year. We almost saw Canelo fighting the Paul brothers until Turkey came in and say, "Hey, here's his fight. Here's his 4-fight payday. Come over here instead." We literally saw. I mean, ESPN dropped the news. They dropped it one day. They said, Paul to fight Canelo such and such day, and then fucking 6-7 hours later, the very next morning, Canelo signs a 4-fight deal
To lead up the
yeah.
Crawford.
He said, I can't let y'all niggas go out like that.
Yeah.
Please respect your legacy, nigga.
So it's gonna come a point in time where
the Pauls are three.
the bag is just too much to say.
Hey, I
no.
was gonna say money make the world go round, and money make your girl go down.
But yeah,
Spin the bottle.
But yeah, the fight.
Spin the fucking bottle.
The fight is in September. Crawford is coming up in weight,
Shit, 2-weight class.
2 weight classes, which
from his last fight?
me and AD, we kind of went back and forth in the chat before. Like, if you know boxing, when you fight at your walk around weight, it's different than when you got to lose it or gain it. So I didn't really like Bud coming up 2 weight classes to fight him. I thought it could be, kind of meet in the middle. But if Crawford feels like he's comfortable enough to make that move, then
I feel
who am I?
like he wants it.
Who-
That's
who
what
am
he
I?
wants.
Or he might be comfortable with that payday. Like, fuck it.
Win or lose. This might be my last fight.
And I'm gonna go out with a bang.
He mid-30s already. Too.
I mean, shit. Think about it. Would you get your ass whooped for a potential $50 million?
Shit, yeah.
If I was Crawford, hell yeah. If
Well,
I could fight like Crawford, yeah, hell yeah.
What do I know? If I can fight like me, nigga.
And the crazy,
I ain't fighting Canelo.
I was getting ready to
dog.
say the crazy thing is,
You ain't fight Canelo
I
for
ain't
50
getting in
million?
the ring with Canelo for $50 million.
What happened?
you tripping, bro.
Wait. Say it again.
You tripping, dog.
I'm tripping. Hold on. Say it again.
Hey, this is one of these Mario moments where he knows he's full of shit and he's finna fucking die on his goddamn hill.
So let him die. Bring it back again. Say it
This
again.
fool would do less for $50 million, man, let alone fight Canelo. Dog. Don't buy into this bullshit.
Say it again. Say what you just said, because I didn't hear you, but I was drinking. Then
I'm not getting in the ring for. I don't think I should be getting in the ring with Canelo for $50 million.
How much you think you should get in the ring with him for?
Look at everybody's collective confusion in this bitch.
How much?
Yeah. For the
I
good
shouldn't
homie
be
Mario
doing that
getting in the
shit
ring.
at all, but
For the good
I
homie
go
Mario
100.
getting in the ring with Canelo.
I go for 100, but for $50 million, nah. I really don't want to do it for 100, but if I got to put a number on it, I'll do it
100
for
what?
100.
Nigga, I get in the ring with Canelo for $10 million right
I
now,
was say
nigga.
shit for 100,000. I had to just think about it like shit.
I would go
I
fight
don't
this
want to
nigga
get
for
knocked out by
100,000.
Canelo. I don't want to get knocked out by Canelo for $50 million.
Nigga, I'm finna roll with that bitch and lay down. First punch, nigga. It's gonna like a Mike Tyson fighting that bitch. Like a nigga just gonna whiff past my face. I'm gonna.
I'm thinking about trying to
shit.
get in there
Hey.
and whoop his ass. I'm thinking about trying to go in a fight and beat the shit out of Canelo Alvarez.
Don't even do it, just survive. Just
Hey.
survive 36 minutes, dog. If you get
Hey,
knocked out,
do it,
hit me one time, I'm out, dog.
I'm fighting Canelo. Goddamn, like Day Day was fighting Baby D. Quit playing. Quit playing. Quit playing.
All right.
Quit playing.
So you wouldn't fight Canelo? Would you do something strange for 50 million?
Nah, fuck no.
I do. Hey, you gotta make sure, man.
Something strange with who? Canelo or like, you naming somebody else?
Nah, I ain't doing nothing strange for the 50 million.
It depends on how strange we talking.
I would go in the ring before I get strange on a bitch.
How strange are we talking? Bills gotta get paid.
Let's get physical.
Hold on.
Like you just want some feet pictures?
Hey, zoom in on this. How strange? Because I'm tired of working,
Man.
and I got bills to pay.
I ain't mad at you, bro. But
These are jokes.
But y'all for real.
Unless the opportunity presented itself.
I would like to think I would handle myself a certain way.
Hey, I guarantee you.
never know.
Hey, I guarantee you, Keisha whip your ass if you didn't take that $50 million.
Hey, you know what, Canelo? Look, bro, if you want me to be Spready Gibbs in this bitch, I will turn around and spread my cheeks and send you a picture, big dog, for 50 million, not for free, nigga. Or for 50 mil?
Hey, in fact,
that's as strange as I get. I seen Canelo a booty hole picture for 50 mil. What about you, Mario?
Hey, you know what? Since we talking to Mario,
Hey,
you know what we should do?
Who's gonna take it for you? Is the question, dog? Who's gonna take it?
That phone,
I can pull it off.
Now that phone, I gotta do is set that phone up. It got a time on it. I go get in position. Make sure I'm lotioned up because I want that motherfucker ass. Like, I want the nigga to be impressed. He might have some more money to send me.
Your shit gonna look like a plum.
What you better have
with the pitch showing. Hey, so you wouldn't do nothing strange for 10 mil. So
He ain't believe that shit. He don't believe that shit.
Let's call your girl. Let's call your wife.
She sleep.
No, I'm playing.
Yeah, dog. But in summertime, these conversations going up. When we know she ain't got to go teach nobody in the morning, it's over with.
Nah, she know I ain't doing no shit. She the same way though, but we'll test the theory later, but for the most part, nah.
So your man seal will not get broken.
Whoa. We ain't talking about a man still getting broken. We just talking about booty hole
that's what I'm
pics.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Your man seal is still
That's
intact.
part of the question.
Your man seal is still intact. All he wants is a couple of pictures.
But he want to take the. But he want to be the one to take the pictures.
Oh my god.
And he wants you to use. He wants you to use all 5 of your fingers and pull them apart.
Spread it like an onion.
Hey, people watching this reel that I'm gonna make later. Would you spread your cheeks and become Spready Gibbs for $50 million for Canelo Alvarez, and he's your photographer? It's gonna be girls in the comments like, hell yeah, he can stick that motherfucker in there too.
For free. For the free.
Yeah, we're doing that for free.
Yeah. Free.
Canelo got a soft ass voice too. It's like, nah, just like that. What?
Yeah, no.
My fault. And what about you? Wait, we ain't asked this nigga. All right. Let's not kill the suspense.
I do less for less. I do more for less.
He said, "I do more for less."
More for less.
You ain't gotta
for the plot.
I'm correct.
That ain't for the plot.
That ain't for the plot. That's for the bait.
That's like sushi. Now, hey, Sue's mad as hell.
All I need is 7 zeros, dog. 7 zeros is all I need.
Make it happen.
Shit.
Hey, tell me I did something strange without telling me shit. I'm about to pull up in some shit you ain't never seen before.
Shit, what?
You ain't never seen this before. They only sell this over there in Saudi Arabia.
Spread that motherfucker for 10 mil.
Why do you got 7 Lamborghinis?
I told y'all I sent Kanye a dick pic for the right price.
Kanye got billions. Well, supposedly a billionaire.
Yeah, allegedly. But anyway, I'm sorry. Boxing, right?
Yeah,
But
that's all just like we landed on booty hole.
But that's
So who y'all think will win
fight.
the fight between? Because that's where you was heading towards.
Yeah.
Who do y'all think will win the fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford?
Who going first?
Shit, I will. Canelo, and reason being is just it's levels to boxing. You know, kind of to allude to what Rod said earlier. He brought up a story about Canelo fighting Mayweather. Canelo wasn't ready. He was a young pup. Wasn't ready. He got outclassed. You know, but he wasn't ready yet. And that was back. They was fighting at 147, and he fights at 168 now. So Canelo's at his natural weight class. When he was fighting at 147, that was not his natural weight class. Right. He was cutting weight, draining weight to fight at that division. Because that's how boxing works. There's levels to it. You got to fight, at certain divisions. Yeah, you got to fight at certain divisions at a certain time, and you gradually work your way up. You know what I'm saying? In the ranks with age and time, you gain weight and you start to learn that next weight class. And
people don't understand that with losing weight and gaining weight, you have to retrain your body.
yeah.
So before I say mine, what you was about to say?
I was going to ask him, do you think it's going to be a belt to ass situation or a close fight?
I think Crawford, he'll get knocked out. I think he'll get knocked out if he gets touched. If he gets touched, because Canelo has the power to knock him out, and Bud has not been hit by someone with that kind of power. And with all credit to Bud, it's because he's a hell of a fucking fighter.
And he's an athlete.
And people have, he's fought good fighters too, people who are capable of putting the paws on him, and he just outboxed them and he did what he had to do on defensive wise. But this is Canelo Alvarez we're talking about. He ain't no scrub. You know, he's gonna go down as one of the all-time greatest fighters in the world. And you coming up 2 divisions to fight him where he's comfortable at, where he makes his money at, bread is butter with his bread and butter, and you going up 2 weight classes. So that same Crawford, the fast Crawford, we're not gonna see that. That powerful Crawford, we're not gonna see that because his punches are gonna be coming as fast. Then be a little bit more slower.
All right. And so who do you have winning the fight? And then the follow-up question would be, and then how do you see it playing out? Close, belt to ass, unanimous, split?
My blackness.
Black power.
Black power. My blackness won't let me say Canelo.
But you want to say.
But that's how you feel.
But just knowing how this shit go, man, like you going up 2 weight classes and that's what I was saying when we was talking about in the chat, like me and AD was talking about in the chat, like if they could have maybe met in the middle, that would have made the difference to me.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it really could have went either
Catch
way.
weight.
Yeah. But with Canelo fighting at his natural weight, and then you got somebody coming up in weight, you don't know how that's going to affect your speed, how you throw your shots, shit, your stamina. I'm still not gonna say Canelo.
But I'm gonna say Crawford, and I'm gonna say why I think he can win is because of his athleticism. I think Crawford is one of the best, other than maybe Shakur Stevenson, the best athlete in boxing, period. Just when he's standing in front of another man, he is the more athletic person, you know. I think that's what happened with Earl. Like, Crawford was just a little bit too athletic and too powerful for him. And I believe he come up to fight Earl?
Earl stayed down.
Earl stayed
down.
That fight don't count. His head's off. Earl Spence head's off.
It's a damn shame what Mo 3 tried to do to Earl Spence.
Yeah, it fucked him up. But yeah,
bullied that man.
Yeah, dog. I think Crawford's athleticism at the
It
very
wasn't even
least
Yellow
make it
Beezy,
close.
was it?
When he,
Earl Spence put money on. Nah, let me stop. Oh, yeah, nigga. Yeah, I got boxing
couple
money,
dollars.
nigga.
I got a couple on it.
That's crazy. Man, my bad.
I'll contribute to the pot.
Hey, them niggas pitched in.
Yeah. We need to get this shit.
You say you trying to do what?
Shit, yeah, smoked the nigga almost into my boxing
Package
career.
his pocket.
Let's see what I got.
I got 20 on.
How much we talking?
Nigga, my goddamn eye was detached from my wrist, man. Goddamn, what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, but that's why I give Crawford a chance mostly, and I think he can win is because of athleticism and just the heart of a lion too. Though, you know, I think Crawford can go to a different place even when he is in danger. You know, we've seen him be in danger and turn that shit around and you know, come back and win the fight. But to y'all's point, I will say that I am worried about just the weight class and him coming up, and Canelo already hitting hard. Where he stand at right now, he hitting hard. So it's gonna really take Crawford's athleticism and just damn near being chosen.
Perfect.
He's gonna need that. He needs to be athletic because you can't be in the phone booth with.
Yeah,
with
you can't
Canelo.
sit up there and get hit all day.
So, like I said, I don't know how the weight gain is gonna affect his speed, but we'll see.
Who you got though, Phil? I don't think so.
I don't care for boxing like that, cuz. So, yeah, man. I just hope it's a good fight. Nice and competitive. I don't give a fuck.
And we for damn sure gonna have some shaking that day.
Yeah, facts.
Hey, potlucks.
Facts. Nah, yeah, we outside. Or we somewhere. We might be here.
Yeah.
Because AD don't let niggas come to his house no more.
That ain't true.
What y'all do to
man.
it? What y'all do to
Not y'all. Me and AD, we still, I don't know what y'all niggas did.
Mi casa, su casa. dog.
I ain't did shit. 'Cause I leave early.
Facts.
I leave before she can.
Ain't nobody's invite been revoked yet.
Yeah. All right, let's transition.
Mother's Day coming up, guys. I have two. Well, of course, you're gonna celebrate your mom if your mom is still here. Rest in peace to Mario, his mom. Do you celebrate your girl on Mother's Day?
I do, because for the most part, the kid's not old enough to, do it properly or whatever. They ain't got money or nothing like that. So for the most part, yeah, I help them out. But I don't know. It's always been a tradition for me to just, cook the mothers a steak, basically. So in my family, we always
Cook for him.
cook we cook for them. And we got something going on Saturday, so yeah, but it looks like more than likely that's what I'll be doing. So yeah, I celebrate my girl on Mother's Day. I do believe in that and giving birth to my kids. I enjoy my kids, So for the most
No, thank you.
yeah, thank you. It's a thank you, really. You know what I'm saying? And shit, you see some of that shit with your bare eyes, hell, and what they really be doing when it come time to drop one off, hell. It's worth some appreciation.
In my Bernie Mac voice, oh Lord,
So yeah, I do.
yeah, that's what's up.
Shit, same way. I do. Me and my kids, we get to probably do like a little basket or something. For sure, I'm always gonna cook. If either I don't cook, I'm gonna take her out to eat or something. But not this year. And let me tell y'all why.
Tell them why.
Because this year my birthday is on Mother's Day. And
You won't be no mother if I wasn't born.
exactly. So as much as I love my boo, we gonna celebrate me first.
Okay.
That's what's up.
So and I think she would agree with me.
Yeah.
I think she would agree with me. But I'm also gonna take care of her too at the same time.
Yeah, so
You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's my birthday.
But you want yours.
Yeah, it's my birthday. I only get it once a year. I'm gonna enjoy it. Hopefully I ain't gotta work this year. Like last year, couldn't get the day off, but I should be good this year though, y'all.
Yeah, man. Unfortunately, I've always been envious of Senor Rodriguez letting me know, like, we was talking about Mother's Day a couple of years ago, and he was telling me that, nah, I don't do nothing for my wife. That's not my mom. What the fuck you mean? I was like, damn, must be nice.
Yeah.
So, in other words, yeah, man, I do something nice for my girl, I guess. Buy some flowers and shit, a card.
Yeah.
Go to ChatGPT, like, hey, man, think of something sentimental I can say.
Eat a butt.
Then I go write it down. Yeah, that's eat her butt. Liquor from my ass crack to the nape of her neck, then back down, and then give her take her to Pound Town. The usual, a regular Friday night,
But on Sunday, but on Saturday,
just a regular Friday night, but with flowers this time.
Woohoo!
What about you, big dog?
for me, my situation, I don't have any kids, my girl, but
That's a damn good point. Y'all ain't got no kids together, so what do you do?
I celebrate her. Like you say, the kids. You get to an age. There's an age where you kind of, when you're young, you put you glue macaroni on to some construction paper.
Like an LA age, right? He grew
Man,
macaroni.
they do not
on
do
the
that shit
paper.
no more. I
I
haven't seen that shit in years, dog.
funny.
See, that's why he need a mic. Like, what you getting your mom for Mother's Day?
A hug.
He said I ain't got no job. I ain't got no job, cuz. Like a hug. Ah, damn, mom, it's your day. Damn. Happy Mother's Day.
But you know what's crazy?
Wait.
But you know what's crazy is something that's better than anything you can pay for is like just a handwritten note. Like, hey, you the best. I'll be sleeping in the park if you wasn't around. I like your food. I'll be hungry, ribs touching type shit. But It just depends on the kid.
I like, man, you cool as hell sometimes.
Shit, you
like,
ain't-
you know, appreciate you for holding me down whenever shit be happening. You know what I'm
you
saying?
ain't getting enough sincerity out of these goddamn kids.
Oh, yeah, it's different. That's different. That's me. I just say encourage the kids to, you know, if
Nigga,
you got
this-
kids,
this-
encourage
this-
them to do something. Really,
This is her kids. Like, why am I encouraging?
He right there.
Oh,
nah. I mean, for all you know, you got to spread love for the mothers. You know, you still got to tell them to do the right thing.
Do y'all
Shit.
spread love to the bad mothers?
Fuck no.
Nah,
and I got one, so no.
All right, so two of the niggas here is with their baby mama. Two of the niggas got a baby mama that they got kids by that they are no longer
Bitch,
with.
I want to pull up to the house with what
So do you-
they call it when you ring the bell and leave the bag with shit in it on
Set that
fire?
bitch on fire.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. They come
what
and
it's
stomp
called.
that.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day.
Can y'all imagine Ryan running to his truck after doing that shit?
Hey, with my bad knees, nigga.
That motherfucker gonna fall, dog.
Oh, no, I ain't falling. I'm getting away.
That motherfucker gonna get hit by the sniper.
Oh shit! God damn.
I ain't falling.
So you ain't telling your BM
I haven't-
Happy Mother's
I
Day?
haven't told either one of them. Shit, I ain't told my youngest Happy Mother's Day, and this will be the 6th year. And my oldest, I haven't told her Happy Mother's Day in 15 years. So
Have you gotten a Father's Day in return?
hell no. So this shit.
The feelings be
It
true.
is. It is. Fuck you too.
I'm glad we're on the same page. You don't expect nothing from me. I don't expect nothing from you,
Because
motherfucker.
I would respect the fact if it say, "Hey, Happy Father's Day. Where's that child support?" I would respect that.
Yeah.
But I don't get that either. So
Yeah, man, tough.
I hate you, bitch.
I don't text my baby mama often, but I do make sure that I text her on Mother's Day and her birthday.
Yeah.
So, but you know, that's the least I could do.
Yeah.
But we do have a good co-parenting relationship, so
That's good. Yeah, because I don't. Both my baby mamas hate me just because I thrived.
Yeah.
I made it.
Yeah, I made it without you, bitch.
this nigga's living without me. He's breathing without me.
How dare you?
Kind of how Jesus thought we weren't gonna do because he wasn't here. Told me he had some big shoes to fill.
They stated praying on my downfall.
Finna about to play the Survivor by Destiny show.
But I never said big shoes. I said underwear.
Hey,
And you know, since he got with the 2.5.
hey,
know,
sis,
this-
what you doing right now? Like when you hear this part, like just text us in a group chat and be like, bitch, orderly. I never say orderly. Just said it. All right, we know the drill.
Yeah.
But anything for your moms?
I personally like I don't really do heavenly birthdays and heavenly Mother's Day, and I don't do that shit. So for the most part, no, you know, of course I remember or whatever, but no, I usually don't do nothing in remembrance, honestly.
It's been about a year since my aunt passed away. She passed away like at the end of May last year. So we got plans to go down to her gravesite, do like a little balloon release for her, and then all go out to eat as a family.
Yes.
But am I gonna buy my mom or something? Shit, a hug, I guess. But my mama cool though. Like I appreciate her because she don't expect any gifts. It's like, you know, I just want to
Same.
make sure all my kids good and let's just spend time with each other. So that's dope. So I can go down there and just give my mama a hug and all that shit. Because like in the past when I have bought her shit, like shit she like slippers, slides, sandals, candles. Like it's like I buy her a candle that's in her room for a fucking year.
Collecting dust. Like
Give
a
my
motherfucker.
shit back.
Come on, dog. So I fuck around. I took
Burn
that
that motherfucker the
motherfucker.
very next day.
Day 366. Hey, run it, man. So I thought that motherfucker's pretty fire. But then but she procrastinated. Like even shit that she used. Like I had got her a gift card for her and my stepdad to go to Texas Day, Brazil. And like shit took them goddamn 6 months to use that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a special occasion. Like, oh, thank you for the card, but I'm gonna use this
I
one.
would've burnt that
Yeah,
bitch
For our
right now.
anniversary.
Yeah.
We can go
They gonna come
to
in
we can go
handy.
eat some steaks on our anniversary for free.
Yeah.
Thanks, son.
Yeah, it covered everything. I think at the time it was just 150, so they was good to go.
Yeah.
Anyway, you AD?
I'm gonna play it by ear, dog. You know, sometimes my mom would tell me happy birthday. So if she tell me happy birthday this year, she might get a happy birthday. I ain't laughing. I'm dead ass.
I
fool.
get it, man.
This is for real.
It don't mean it ain't funny.
Yeah. True that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know, I feel like I
Yeah,
almost
so
set you up with that question.
Y'all can
but
laugh. Y'all can laugh. I ain't offended, but this is not a joke. This is
Yeah, I
for
feel
real.
you.
This is real life shit.
This is real
This is
life.
real life shit.
Right
you
on.
know?
Like, so my fault for even kind of setting it up, because like I know, but it's like I just wanted to see what you was gonna say. I want to see how you was gonna navigate
See,
them waters.
I love my mom, dog. I do.
That's
But
true.
I'm a petty motherfucker, dog. I'm like how Rod said, I like to fight an eye for eye. You know what I'm saying? You show me love, I show you love. You I don't get a happy birthday, shit. You ain't getting a happy birthday or Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to hear shit about it.
Might even text you on that day. Shit, how you sleep good last night?
Yeah.
Is something going on
It
today?
ain't gonna be
Shit.
by Mother's Day.
Hey, we'll try again next year. We'll try again next year. you know?
Because me as your son, I might forget. You mom, I forget. But for you to push me out your body
And not remember what day
and
you
not
pushed me
remember
out
what
your
day it
body?
was, yeah, that hit different.
And that's my theory. That's why I'm petty, because my theory is it's on purpose. It's on purpose. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
So
Yeah.
So she petty too.
yeah. So it's all good though. Ain't no love lost. you know?
If her birthday somewhere around mine, she might do forget birthdays.
Nah, hell no. She don't forget birthdays, dog.
Yeah.
Just yours.
No, actually, I think it's all my brothers. Like, so, like, if
You fucking curse from my womb.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
you, and you. Alicia, you cool.
Nah, what it is, like, if we're in a bad spot with my mom, we ain't getting no happy birthday that year.
Oh, yeah?
Hell no. You forget
make
about
you
that
feel
shit.
it.
Matter of fact,
She texts Aaron, good morning, you fat fuck.
Aaron gonna get a happy birthday. It's Aaron,
baby.
the two little ones.
two babies?
The two little
Yeah,
ones, they
yeah.
always get the love and stuff. It's the older ones.
Shout out
the
to
older
Baby
ones.
Goat, man. I
Shit.
believe.
Matter of
Shit,
fact,
the Baby Goat might not even come next week. AD don't smoke this motherfucker so bad.
Shit, matter of fact, I didn't think my older brother. I think my talking to my older brother. His birthday was on the 31st, and he didn't get a happy birthday on his
Damn.
birthday. So, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, all y'all with the same dad she don't fuck with.
yeah. So I see where it's trending. I see where it's trending this year. I mean, but I actually thought about this year. You know, I actually thought about calling my brothers and, you know what I'm saying, doing a cookout for my whole family and shit.
Yeah.
Inviting everybody over. But then I was like, nah. Nah. I just want to, you know what I'm saying? I just want to be with my little family, man.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
What's up,
saying.
man?
I find myself feeling the same way a lot of times.
Your close ones, your loved ones, man. Because all family, I mean, it's your family, but
Yeah. Your family is your family.
What they say, Joe Dirt, home is where you make it.
That's very true.
Yeah.
You know, they got this saying blood is thicker than water, but I don't
Hell
subscribe
nah.
to that.
Nah, not at all, bro.
Because just because somebody's blood related to you don't mean that you can have a closer connection or bond with that person just because y'all fucking blood related. It's people who are blood related to family members that raped or molested them or did awful things to them. It's like, so I'm supposed to just respect this person because we blood related?
Nah.
but shit, not even to take it that deep. It's just
Respect is respect.
it is.
Love is love.
It is. Shit.
Damn.
Yeah, because I wanted to go
it
down
can
there,
get
but
deep, it can get deep,
I
it
don't
can
want to
get
get
deep.
deep. Ron.
Don't run from it.
But
Rod do be running from a lot of shit on this podcast, bro.
no, man, you know, it's just a situation, you know.
A little bit too personal.
No, it ain't even that. I got a brother, a blood brother, but with you guys, I call y'all brother too, and we're more closer not being family than I am with my blood brother. So it's just a situation. Like I've learned that, you know, just because they family don't mean they family.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we shouldn't. But I also feel like we shouldn't even still be stuck or pigeonholed to feeling like that's the case either.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, yeah, y'all might have grew up together and all that good stuff, but like that don't mean that y'all was supposed to be like that locked in.
They just feel
And
free of judging people accordingly.
Yeah, and I think people just and I think we just like that blood being thicker than water. I think that's just a manipulation tactic to make people feel like they have to stay tied into some people that they don't even fucking vibe with.
Honor your father and
Because
mother.
when you break it down, it don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It don't really make sense when you break the shit down. And
Because it's true that blood is thicker than water, I guess, but at the same time, like what the fuck they got to do with my respect?
Yeah, they ain't got nothing to do with me. How me and you get along.
Yeah, right. And you respecting me and me respecting you and how we vibe with each other, you know? But, you know, hopefully we grow out that soon, so.
Yes, sir.
Because people can be born into bitch-ass families.
And that's the main thing. Like that's one thing that's hard for people that's born into good families to understand that like shit ain't sweet for everybody. So,
No, it's not.
So you know you gotta listen to people and understand them when they say that certain shit can go different than how you might have came up and protect yourself from those ways and learn from those lessons as well because from generation to generation shit can change in a family. Yeah, especially in a black family, because I've seen that, myself from the 90s to now. My family is totally different. That we always talking about how we ain't as close as we used to be and shit like that, but it's because of certain shit too, though.
That's true.
It's because of certain shit. Sometimes people don't want to be around certain people because of past experiences. And they ain't never made it right.
Sometimes it's a situation and sometimes it's just the distance. Like, you go out to make money. Sometimes you can't make money where you at. Sometimes you got to leave and make money somewhere else. Then you can't always come back home on Sundays for the family meal and shit. So
that's definitely the case for me, being from a small town. Ain't no jobs like that. Shit.
No.
Right. So we pausing or we gonna keep it rolling?
Shit, keep it rolling.
All right, keep it rolling, man.
Let's roll.
But like the good homie Phil was speaking on Smokey. Got 4.
Hey, Ale, can I get a beer, please?
2.
Bud Light, please, buddy. Yeah, we probably should have took a break.
Yeah, take the break.
Hey, we gonna take a break and we'll be right back.
Coincidentally, my favorite day of the week is Friday, and we just came on the movie Friday came on. Hey,
what?
Yeah,
Came on what?
yeah.
We didn't pause it. Nigga. Mario, you right there next to him, bro. And he talking about.
What's that? The movie Friday came on.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, see.
We get to play back.
I love your innocent soul.
All right, yeah, he gonna be mad as hell when he see this shit. Like, hey, yo.
We get to play back. But yeah, Friday the movie. I think it was last month.
Yeah, April 26, 1995.
Yeah, we missed it, man, last week. But 30 years.
And we really kind of kept it in the tuck for a day
Yeah,
like this.
we knew. Yeah, we knew.
We want to kind of be in the ballpark of giving the movie with that had so much cultural impact as proper due on this broadcast.
Yeah. And even to this day, like, people are still watching Friday. Hell, I still watch Friday if it comes on.
Me as well. I'll go look for it to watch sometimes.
Yeah, I watch it.
Crazy part about that shit is like when I want to watch Friday, I can't find that hoe. But when I don't want to watch that shit on Netflix, Hulu, everywhere, every goddamn where. But I'm ready to watch that motherfucker. I
so you must not want to watch it now because all 3 of them shits on Netflix right now.
I just seen that. Yeah, I just seen that.
Yeah, 30 years, man, and Cube's still doing it. I think was this his first film?
Yes.
Boys in
I
the
think
his first
production film.
Yeah, this is
that
the
he
first
wrote.
production.
Yeah.
This is the first
that he
one
did.
wrote.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like his film, Cube Vision.
Yeah.
That's the first Cube Vision.
So I
film.
guess like we can give of course a shout out to O'Shea Jackson Sr., which is Ice Cube, Chris Tucker for playing the role of Smokey, of course John Witherspoon.
And let's not forget about DJ Pooh because he kind of gets left out too.
Yeah, John Witherspoon for playing Craig's daddy.
R.I.P.
Regina King, his sister Dana. Nia Long played Debbie. Felicia played by Angela Means. Debo, of course, by Tiny Lister.
R.I.P.
Ezel by Anthony Johnson.
R.I.P.
And then Miss Parker by Kathleen Bradley. Red was played by DJ Pooh.
Mm-hmm. He helped write it?
Who was Mr. Park? Yeah, he had
Oh,
right.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I think F. Gary Gray produced it, I think.
he got writing credit on it. And what was the little dude name? I forgot the little dude name. Mr. Parker.
Homeboy, little dude. I know
died
little
too.
nigga name, but I can't. Little nigga name, my bad.
Hey, you gonna get canceled, dog? Talking like that.
Nah, I didn't call him a midget. I said little nigga.
Little dude.
Oh, that is a proper term, little people.
Yeah, little people.
Little
So
person.
like, but we black.
Little person.
He black, so I can call him little nigga. Yeah, I can call him little person,
A
right?
niglet.
That's cancelable.
See now?
Yeah,
See now?
He's
See now we
teetering
talking.
towards the line.
See now? See, can you? Never mind. I don't want this to be like the. I don't want this to be like the episode of Martin when he got beat up in the alley by them little people.
Oh yeah,
so
that fate.
I don't want no smoke with no little people.
Hey man, that's gonna be like a 100 little people versus.
So
Rod.
you got the preacher Stanley played by Bernie Mac. 100 little people versus Rod.
So that's the new topic.
They too close to his knees.
But he loved little people too much, especially the women, for him to even cause them harm.
I don't want to fight that ass. I don't want to fight y'all.
You got the wrong F word over here.
I ain't coming for all that.
I like what you like.
Oh,
So
We friends.
You like little coochie. I like little coochies too.
all right, so Big Worm played by Fat Faison Love Lie.
He fell off.
that was kind of aggressive, brother.
That's just what Cat Williams said.
Oh, okay.
You a Fat Faison Lie. Anyway,
He fell off.
Phase on love. You said Bernie Mac.
yeah, I already mentioned Bernie Mac, man. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Bernie.
But yeah, man, Friday, like it's just a hood classic, cultural classic, and it was just so many lines and different things that came from the movie that people still use to this day. Like a couple of pods ago, when we had called Jesus' girl, one of the things she said, "You ain't got the lie, Craig." Straight from Friday, man. And what's so funny about it, I was like, y'all know I fuck with Chat GPT. So let's see what the AI has to say about Friday, right? So I asked Chat GPT, I said, hey, are you able to pull the cultural and pop reference lines from the movie that people still use?
Yeah.
Sure enough, Chat GPT, guess what their first answer was?
You ain't got the lie, Craig.
That I was gonna say, damn. Smoke.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia was one.
That shit hit. Yeah, that shit trended hard. It was like 5 years ago.
Number 2, you got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Number 3, damn.
Okay.
Yes, sir. 4, it's Friday. You ain't got no job.
You ain't got shit to do.
Yep. Number 5, my grandma gave me that change. Number 6, every time I come in the kitchen,
You in the kitchen.
you in the
Hey, that's my number one.
Damn refrigerator.
Eating up all the food.
Number 7, playing with my money,
Playing with
It's
my
like
money.
playing with my emotions.
Chat GPT on that shit,
Yeah.
ain't they? Number 8, that's my bike pump.
Yeah.
Number 9, you win some,
Lose some.
you lose some,
But you live.
but you live to fight another day.
So we're on 10 right now?
And number 10 is, you want to guess what you think
I'm
number 10
trying to
is?
think, what would y'all think 10 would be? What are we missing?
Okay. Black of the berries. With, what do you say? That's how you
Parker?
fucked it up. If older the berries, sweeter
Miss
the
Parker. That's what you
Hold
talking
on,
about?
let me get one in.
black of the berries, sweeter the juice. She blacking that motherfucker too.
Have we said Miss Parker? Miss Parker? Yeah.
That's why I thought Mario was talking about. Mine is gonna be I want 150,000.
Oh,
but we can sell all the
yeah,
court for $20.
Mama got ass too.
Oh, damn.
So, but the line is, Craig, Smokey back here taking the shit. So that was in Chat GPT's top 10.
Okay.
I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'll clean
man.
it up for you for $10.
So I guess with the movie Friday, I guess we'll go here because y'all know how I feel about a certain character, but I get to that shit in a second. Like for y'all, like what's your favorite part of the film?
My favorite part of the first Friday.
Yeah, the first Friday.
I would say coming up as a kid, like it's the beginning. Like coming up as a kid, growing up like Jehovah's Witness and shit, to see that woman say, "Well, fuck you
that's the
too."
nigga I like right there.
Yeah,
Talking to
dead
the microphone.
motherfucker. So yeah, that was my favorite part of the movie. But really, like the beginning, that shit blew my mind to see her say. As a kid, like I say,
and she represented how you grew up, but religiously.
Yeah, religiously. That's the way I see it, but that's the way he see it too. Like he's saying that's the way he see it. That's how the Jehovah's Witnesses are where he from.
Come on, sister.
Yeah, come on.
I think that's right though, because it's like once it gets dark, that's when the movie gets serious.
Yeah.
It starts to get serious and it starts to lose its. I mean, it's a great movie all around, but it gets a little more
Yeah,
serious.
once it
towards the
gets
end.
dark, like it don't get funny again until after the fight.
Yeah, it
really.
gets pretty serious.
Or him crying in the truck.
Damn, man. I guess I get the man. All right, what that nigga say? On count three, we gonna both get up and look. That movie funny as hell. They smoked that motherfucker, man. On three. Man,
It's so many, man, that you can't. Well, I can't really put a finger on because I like the part when Pops is talking to him like, "I wish you would sleep right now. I'll give you a left hook and make your ass go to the other trash." Like Pops was funny.
He was funny.
But he was like
He was
a
a
real
dad.
nigga.
No, he was a dad. He was a real dad.
He was a real nigga.
I want to bring up something that Phil's always talked about with this particular movie on how much and
I'm finna go.
and how much of a hoe Smokey was in this movie.
Okay.
I'll slow your roll. Let me get to how much of a.
Go ahead, Phil, because I'll let Phil tell the story because this is his words. So
Yeah,
I'll let
I'ma
him
get
do what he
to
do.
it. So before I get to Smokey, man, I want to get on Craig mama, dog. All right, movie open up. She cooking a nice ass spread for breakfast. Craig like, ooh, we finna eat good. Oh, this ain't for people who ain't got no jobs.
Hook it up.
Yeah, nigga, it's Friday. The nigga just got fired Thursday for some shit that he didn't even do.
The man can't get breakfast.
It was easy.
I don't know who worse, Craig mama or Franklin Saint mama.
Oh, I got another point about Craig mama because I saw another theory. Bernie Mac came over there to smash.
I saw that too.
He was over there. She had an affair with
Yeah,
Bernie
she looking
Mac.
for the
dog.
mom. Yes,
He came
yes.
over there looking for her.
I seen that too.
Because, Mr. Jones definitely was supposed to be at work,
Yeah.
but he got beat in the ass. And, she be coming back. Like, I feel like she had...
And that's why she was mad about Craig not having no
Yeah.
job. Because you supposed to be gone.
Yeah, he was supposed to be gone.
She messed up his link.
And I'd be damned. She gonna act a fucking fool because Miss Pearly was trying to get some in the third one.
Man.
Yeah, but she was.
You know how she make you fall back in love?
Yeah, the pastor Bernie Mac came over there to see his mama. He first asked if they was there.
Nah,
and
another
shit.
is Brother Jones.
Damn. That's
he
true.
came
I
through the smash on the mama.
never heard that.
Yeah, I seen that theory. I
Yeah, I seen
I
it.
never seen that one.
But then even with that, like she was dog, I just lost my job the day before on some shit. How you get fired stealing boxes on your day off? That should have been on there. But I ain't do that shit. I got fired.
Yeah, I ain't doing this shit.
And just one day of unemployment
I can't
made
eat.
you fuck around. I can't eat. And you made a whole spread too. And didn't even think about your kids, nigga.
But
Another. I don't want to backtrack, but another funny part was when Craig put this nigga got a salad bowl and filled up with cereal,
Man.
and no milk. They say,
put some water on that damn
what
shit.
you
That
doing?
might should have been on there too.
The ham no burgers one too.
Yeah.
I was gonna do that on match.
Yeah.
Ham, no burger. Anyway,
And Craig, another thing I needed to ask about Craig is why the fuck was his check, nigga? You got fired Thursday, Friday. You should have got paid.
maybe he got paid every 2 weeks.
Bi-weekly, okay.
And maybe his check was coming
Following
next week.
Next week, okay.
All right, let's get into it, man. Our beloved Smokey was probably the ain't no probably. Smokey was a bitch ass nigga. And I'm tired of seeing this nigga be celebrated as he's some type of pop cultural fucking icon because he has some funny ass lines, bro.
Tell him why I feel.
All right. So all right, so let's slow walk it. And I might not go in order, forgive me, but some things I did not like about Smokey, right? I'll start with the thing that probably irritated me the most. Nah, it's two things, they tied. Whenever you knew you was supposed to be a quote-unquote drug dealer and Big Worm coming around and you had smoked up all your product and you made it seem like it was you and Craig.
Yeah.
Now you got your homeboy in this situation with Big Worm to where
With
he
the
ends up
hood
getting...
nigga.
Yeah. On some shit that Craig ain't even involved in. Craig got a job.
Craig hit your joint. All he did was hit a joint.
Yeah.
And you begged him to smoke the
That he
road.
thought was yours.
Yeah, nigga didn't even know that you was a whole fucking... that you needed to go to rehab.
We had.
God damn it. Another thing that I did not like about Smokey bitch ass was that you knew that Craig girl wasn't shit. So whenever Debbie came and y'all was at the house kicking it, and he had a chance to kind of put his game down, and your ass out there on the porch mad because you a fuck nigga and you a terrible drug dealer because you smoking up your product. And then when old girl come, it's like,
he in the house. He in the house.
Strike 2, nigga. Smokey, you a bitch ass nigga. And I can see why Chris Tucker didn't want to revive that role. He was like, you know what? In the energy of who I am as a man, trying to be like dark skinned Michael Jackson and finna go run off with Jackie Chan and what's the nigga with the HIV? Charlie Sheen.
Oh, okay.
And if you ain't got it, brother, forgive me. That's liable.
Well, I'm pretty sure he do.
Yeah, we heard that.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
I haven't seen his test. I don't know, because you know when you're rich, you can have it and be gone like Magic Johnson.
Could be over. He might be over there though.
And then I guess strike 3. I'm only giving you 3 strikes. There's probably some more shit, but whenever you got the neighborhood bully, right? Craig squaring up with Debo to fight this nigga, and what your bitch ass do? Watch.
Nothing.
Not a
He
goddamn
been
thing.
terrorizing you and the whole hood.
You was
and
at the
that's your
dice
dog.
game where he knocked out Red.
Yeah.
You didn't think like, you know what, man? I see my nigga getting choked out. I'm not finna come in this motherfucker and try to hit this nigga to help my nigga out. No.
If
you
it
didn't
was-
do shit, but
if
stood
it-
right next to his daddy and his mama.
If it was ever a time to fight dirty and team up on the nigga,
Yeah,
That's
it
the
was
one you
it's,
Debo.
it's Debo.
It was
a
on
nigga
For the
that's
neighborhood
6'5",
bully,
Yes, it's the neighborhood
350.
And he by himself too. He ain't got no homies, nothing, because he just terrorized everybody.
Everybody.
And if they was to remake Friday in today's climate, shit, Debo would have got smoked.
Yeah.
It would've
Debo,
been a wrap.
ain't no more Debo.
Ain't no more Debo.
Hey, when they did that cut scene, that nigga
Yeah.
been on the ground.
It would have been no
This nigga
cutscene.
dead.
It wouldn't have been Craig smoking that nigga. It would have been like, nah, Debo smoked, nigga. Ain't no. But anyway, yeah, man, Smokey, you a whole ass nigga, bro. And I'm glad Chris Tucker didn't revive that role. Because you was just an overall bitch ass nigga, bro. Like Craig could have just had a normal day, probably went out looking for a job or some shit like that. But you was like, I'm gonna get you high today.
Yeah.
And then proceeded to just fuck this nigga. You got my nigga shot at.
All that shit for nothing.
Yeah.
For you
Smokey
being a
didn't
fuck
do
nigga.
nothing good in the movie.
Nah. Oh, wait, let me see. What did Smokey do good in that movie? Let me get Smokey some props.
He bought his mama some cigarettes with $1. He put the extra on it.
He put the extra on
That was
for
it.
his mama.
He
made
make
it
it
enough.
enough.
Made it
He
enough.
made it
Making
enough.
That should have been on the list too.
Yeah, man.
I don't got nothing for
Smokey
him.
was a bitch ass nigga, bro.
Let me give my take on this. Craig had a lot of fucked up people in his life.
Yeah.
From his sister that wouldn't leave him money and wouldn't hook him up with the homegirl.
Yep.
His mama, what you already said. Smokey,
Yep.
his old lady that had when she
Yeah.
called this nigga,
She
he had a
jiving
whole
that
nigga
nigga
in the bed.
Got a whole
That's the
nigga-
only reason I was cool
The
with
nigga
Smokey
was in the bed
telling him.
with some dickies.
Yeah.
What?
Like that's the only reason I was
This
cool
nigga,
with Smokey.
this nigga wants to argue every fucking pod.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
I was
I get what
okay
you mean,
with,
though. I
with
get what
him.
you mean
Yeah,
because
like,
from your point of view, you wanted the bitch.
Yeah, you know my boy can get another bitch. Like he ain't gotta be fucking with you. You giving attitude and shit.
Nah,
he ain't
fuck
gotta be
that.
fucking with you.
I
like,
wouldn't.
that.
I wouldn't
Smokey
do.
was
I
supposed to
wouldn't
run.
do. it.
Smokey
he
was supposed to
run
run interference.
Yeah, I just feel like she deserved to be disrespected. So
I feel you on that one.
all right.
Not my
But you know,
not my forte.
I
but
can't
feel you.
argue.
But
That's not
with-
the point. I'm gonna be on that side arguing. Though.
But with the Debbie, with the good girl, you don't want your good girl around that type of energy though.
I feel that.
So with a certain type of bitch, you gotta run interference. Now if it's somebody you don't care about, it's like, yeah, nah, it can be on that. But not Debbie though.
Not Debbie.
Not Debbie.
Don't even put that in our life.
Yeah, not Debbie.
right.
You don't want to fuck it up with the Debbie.
I feel that.
And then the only real or cool people in his life was Pops,
Yeah, his daddy.
Debbie, because he was trying to holler,
Debbie had her head on straight.
and both of the crackheads. Because a crackhead gonna be a crackhead. And if they show you who they are, you gotta take it at face value. Ezel and goddamn Felicia, crackheads, they gonna do what they do.
Yeah.
Craig.
Nope, they didn't cause any problems for
They
him.
didn't
though.
cause no
They didn't
problem.
cause
Like
no
she
problems.
asked him a question, he told her no. She was like, "All right, then I'm remember that shit." Or she was like, "Well, fuck you then." But she got off and ran there. She ain't make no problems.
Yeah,
for
she
him
y'all know how
when
bad
he told her
She ain't
no.
like- But then again, it's like, come on now, bro. Like, if you out in public with your girl and some fucking homeless crackhead walk up to you on some questions like that, is your bitch really gonna get jealous over a female like that?
Right? Nah, she should.
And if she do,
Yeah,
It
she
says a
ain't
lot.
right.
she ain't right.
She
You know what I'm
ain't
saying?
right.
Yeah.
It says a lot.
Yeah.
But that just to show you, we just talked about family. This nigga family, his sister, his mama, his homeboy, all shit.
Yeah. Yeah. He had to protect Smokey just from his damn self. He had to protect Smokey from his damn self. His mama and his sister really just didn't have nothing for him. Every time he tried to turn it in, they ain't have nothing for him.
Well, no fucking help.
Well, one day of unemployment, you can't spot me. What was it? $200.
Let me hold some years of $200.
All right, but I want to turn that into a life lesson. That's why I think it's important for kids to be transparent with your parents. You know, because I do think if Craig had been, all right, mom, because look, no, but he did though, didn't he?
I don't
No,
think
he
he
told
had
that to dad. He said
he
No, he
told
talked to the sister. He said he's because
he told his sister.
Me and
sister,
Me
right?
and Smoke got some trouble with.
Okay,
Yeah, me and
that's
Smoke
your
got
sister,
some
all right.
trouble
But,
with-
but like I said, to your parents, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, and his daddy just figured it out too. He didn't
Yeah.
tell his daddy. His daddy just figured it out. Like, I know y'all been hanging around Big Worm, whatever. his name.
I think I would like to think if his parents knew the situation, that they would
they'd
have
offer more help because he just asked her. He asked his mama for $200. She said she don't feel comfortable
Yeah.
giving it $200.
She ain't saying, why
Somebody ain't got no job. Hey, bitch ass.
Hey,
Just lost my job yesterday.
and he asked his sister, and she laughed in his face.
Yeah.
Like, God damn.
She didn't give a fuck, dog.
Everybody in his life just wasn't good for him, bro.
Yeah. I got a question. I don't want to just get off of Friday like that, but is Friday the best of the trilogy?
For the three.
Only one I really got. I ain't gonna say only one I got up there because I think Next Friday is so fucking underrated. Like the introduction of Day Day and the Jokers. Like that was some top tier comedy, dog. But I still don't think it was better than Friday.
Okay. Well, just stay in your same bag. Rate your 3.
I go all the way. Friday, next Friday, Friday after next.
So it's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it the other way. I'm gonna go 1, 3, 1,
1,
3,
3,
2.
2. Okay.
1, 3, 2. But I will add all 3 were good movies.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm only ranking them that way because I have to.
Yeah.
Other than that, they're all 3 good. I mean, if you go 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
you
argue with
good.
you. I ain't gonna argue with you.
Go ahead, Rod.
I don't know. It's hard for me because one, cult classic.
Yeah.
Started the whole franchise.
Yeah.
Now between 2 and 3, 2 was well written,
Yes.
Yeah.
especially
Because bringing in the
it's-
Mexican culture and shit, that was fire.
and then with Pops finding out his son in trouble, he going for him, but he had to take a shit and all this on the way. So he had his own
Put
little
some hot
journey.
sauce on my burrito, baby.
At that point, you got more money, more resources, more budget into your film than what you had on the first one. So you
Facts.
can get better writers and stuff like that.
yeah.
You know,
And then you got different comedians. So now you got DC Curry.
Yeah.
And now you got Mike Epps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kim
You got,
Whitley.
some more within that. Yeah.
Kim
Whitley.
Whitley.
Yeah.
Some more in the third.
She in the third one. That was okay. Yeah.
then
That was
the-
a new wife.
And then pretty much all the Jokers was already kind of like in films and stuff too. So
Yeah, the Jokers, dog. That shit was fun. Every time I go back and look at that shit, the Jokers was funny as hell to me, dog.
Shit, Day was too.
Hell yeah, Day
Roach.
all of
Shit.
them.
Roach, rest in peace, Roach.
Baby D.
Baby D.
Baby
and,
D.
and the sister.
What's
her-
her name?
what's her
What's her
name in
name?
real
in the-
life?
Tawanda.
No, what's her name in real life though?
That's the girl from that was there
From
Hughley
Scary
bitch
Movie,
and
too, right?
No.
She was in the wood. She was in the wood.
She was the Hughley girl in the Brothers.
Ain't her name Regina?
She was the wife
Nah,
of the
that's
Hugleys.
no.
No, you ain't talking about
That's not
Regina. You talking about Regina
She was the
Hall.
wife in the,
That's
in the
goddamn.
Hugleys, the TV show.
That's what I love about being men, right?
She was in
It's
Booty
like-
Call
it's
too.
like-
She was in Booty Call too.
Like
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
and being a man is like I got my MacBook right here. These things got their phones and we
figure
would
this shit
not.
out.
We are
go
not.
towards technology.
Fuck,
That's
we
the
are not.
greatest
We are
thing
not.
about being a man is like we fuck technology,
Yeah,
nigga.
nah, let's just be
I'm finna
wrong.
figure
Fuck
this
it.
out, man. And I see this lady in my head, bro.
We all do.
But I don't know this.
The
Like I
same-
know this.
I don't know. Man.
Give me my phone.
The same, hey, it's just that same bob
no,
hair,
you
the
good.
same bob
Yeah,
hair
yeah.
with the split down the middle.
She was like,
Same hairdo every show, every movie.
she was like, the toilet seat better be up and it better be, what she saying? It better be
And
tissue.
better be some tissue in her.
Hey, Craig looked at it like, damn. Craig looked at it like that. Oh, and Michael Blackston. Michael Blackston was in the segment.
that boy Rod gonna fuck up a name.
Yeah,
That nigga put a
ain't
T in that motherfucker.
Black Sun.
Black Sun.
I'm country, man.
Yeah,
Black
that's-
Sun.
I'm a country ass nigga.
He had Rodney name in that motherfucker. The Rod gun just like, nah, your name is now this, nigga.
It is what it is. It is what I say it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, but with the third one, I put the third one just above the second one because all the star power, because your money right.
Yeah.
And then like just the whole Christmas theme, and you kept it Christmas theme throughout. Now you got Ricky Smiley, Terry Crews. You got Pearly,
Mike,
you got-
Mike, or
Let's,
Cat Williams.
let's not sleep on Pearly.
Pearly, she was a monster in that movie.
She's been
And then tying that shit in the boomerang.
she's been doing this acting shit for a long ass time.
They tied it in
Long
the
time.
boomerang?
You know, in Boomerang,
They was
Pops
husband and
and
wife.
Pearly, they was husband and wife on
Oh,
Boomerang.
okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's the way.
Then you got Mike Epps, not Mike Epps. Money Mike.
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams. Like there was a lot of star power
Yeah.
in the
And
third one.
and yeah, I forgot Pinky. I think about Pinky in the third and in the second and third, but you know,
Baby
mostly.
D sister was Dawana.
Yeah,
Oh, we weren't finna guess her name,
I said
nigga.
Tawana.
He said Tawana.
I said Tawana.
Yeah, he said
We weren't finna guess
Yeah,
her
we
name,
weren't finna
dog.
guess.
What's
And
her
it's
name?
it's a really regular name, but no, wait.
Dawana.
Let me make sure I got the right person. Y'all keep talking.
If you
Yeah,
say
it's
it,
Dawana.
if you say it, I know who it is. If you say
I
it,
think it's Dawana.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm pretty
Dawana.
sure it's-
Yeah, that's the
That's the
character
character,
name.
yeah.
But what's the actress name?
No fucking idea.
if you
I
say
have no
it,
clue.
because she was on Girlfriends too, wasn't she?
No.
No,
That's one of
her?
the four main characters. No, sir.
No.
Oh, okay.
Like we just were all the way off. I love being niggas.
I don't know what else.
Niggas on the
for real.
podcast at that, nigga, the earth flat.
Yeah, we get
It
to do
is.
what we want to do around this.
It's not.
Get to say what I want.
It is.
Niggas on the podcast. Let me see. Tamala Jones.
Tamala.
That's not familiar though.
Look at these. Three liars.
No,
I
no.
just know Tamala Jones. Like it's such a generic name.
This a hood chick name. Not Tamala, but the Jones.
Yeah, I
part.
mean, I
Anyway.
know a Tamala.
But yeah, the,
So I think I'm right there with Rod and AD because like 2 and 3, like goddamn, like
2 and 3 tough.
yeah, I know, man.
2 and 3 tough. I'm gonna just take the Jokers. That's really where I'm going with.
push
Like
it
I
over.
fuck with the Jokers.
All right, so since AD is kind of chill in this motherfucker, let me unleash the horny for bro. So who had the better love interest for Craig? One with Debbie,
1, 2, or 3?
2 with Carla, and 3 with Don't be sorry, ho.
I don't know if I want to. Yeah, she from Shreveport.
Donna.
Yeah, she from Shreveport.
Donna was her name.
Yeah, her name Donna in the movie.
So Debbie, Donna, or Carla?
I'm gonna piss a lot of people off.
I
with
am
this one.
too, because I'm going Carla. Like
Yeah.
Craig and Carla's connection. Nobody had the connection that Craig
I'm
and Carla
talking about
had.
straight looks.
Nigga,
and
fuck-
if you had
fuck
3 of
the
them in front of
yeah.
you, and you can only crack one,
Oh,
and you
okay.
cracking Debbie,
Donna.
Carla, or Donna.
Donna.
Carla. Like fuck all that connection shit.
You saying
My
Carla?
eyes work.
Fuck, I'm going Carla.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I guess since my girl Mexican, I got to. Psych, nigga, Donna like a
Donna.
motherfucker. It's
You want
Donna,
Donna?
Debbie, then Carla.
Yeah, I'm going Carla. I thought Carla had like some sex appeal. Like she had like
I can see that.
Yeah,
So did Donna though.
Yeah, Donna did too. She was
Donna-
Carla
Donna
was
did.
soft as fuck in that bitch to me.
Who had the meanest face card though? Like it's between Debbie
It's-
and
it's
Donna to
between
me.
Debbie
'Cause
and
Nia
Donna.
Long, like goddamn.
Yeah. I go Nia Long over her.
Nah, you know what?
Donna had
I'm-
the
like
list.
from what they look like. Nah. Debbie at the top of my list, then Donna, and then Carla.
I remember seeing that because Donna was bad in that Fabulous video too.
Which one was that one?
I think that was the
For the soundtrack?
No, that was the Tamia song when he redid the Tamia song.
So Into You?
It's So Into You. Yeah, she was in that video. She was cold in that video.
Yeah, probably, but I'm just talking about Friday, cuz.
So we talked about the 3 movies.
Yeah.
And it's very rare to get it's very rare to get movies to redo movies and they be good. That's the first one. It's very hard, and they had 3 successful movies.
Facts.
So can you name another film that produced 2 good films back to back, let alone 3?
2 good films, Bad Boys off the top of my head.
Okay.
I'm not giving them 3. But Bad Boys 1 and 2, really good.
I agree. Fast and Furious.
I was gonna say Fast and Furious, just for the first.
Yeah, by the time they got the second,
just for the first 2.
yeah, I give them the 3.
Once they got the Tokyo Drift, and you had Big Country Boy from
I
Friday
wish they
Night
didn't do
Lights.
Tokyo Drift for real. I don't count that.
And then
shit.
once he got his country ass on the movie talking about some whatever he
Him
talking
and
about.
Bow Wow.
And Bow Wow. Yeah.
Nah, I go. Tokyo Drift. We gotta get that shit up out of here. But yeah, Fast and Furious 1 and 2 and 3. But without Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. I think House Party was okay.
Okay, House Party.
I think
That's
House
a good one.
First two, yeah.
With Kid and Play. Anything with Kid and Play.
I don't know how to pose. Like, do it again. I'm sorry. Y'all keep talking.
Yeah.
That was a good one too.
Yeah,
Only
House Party
thing
gotta be up there.
like maybe Alien or some shit.
Predator.
Predator before Alien.
I'm definitely going. I like Predator franchise, the whole
Yeah, I
franchise,
think
except
so.
for one. One of them is trash. But
That new shit they did is good too.
yeah,
What did he say? What was that meme? I thought I knew you, Dylan. and they shake their hands. It was Arnold Schwarzenegger and
Damn, I can't even think of no movies right now. That's crazy.
this one I prayed. I can't remember his name though.
Yeah.
Apollo.
Oh, so Rocky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can go with Rocky.
Damn, what else? Damn,
That was a good ass question. You down there need to give me a day or two to think about that.
Man, we're gonna be talking about that shit tomorrow at work.
I actually didn't think there was that many good films, but now that we named
Yeah,
them, I
you
was
think
like,
about
okay.
it, there's some good sequels out there. The Matrix, I fuck with the
That's what you
Matrix.
call them sequels.
Yeah. Oh, well, the Terminator.
Terminator
Terminator
2?
Yeah. 1 and 2.
because you can't say Matrix without Terminator, because if
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
the same
you know.
story.
If you knew, you knew.
Because one is a precursor to the other one.
Facts.
Did y'all fuck with RoboCop back in the day?
I did,
Yeah.
and you know what? When that first RoboCop came out, nigga, every time I seen a motherfucking Ford Taurus, I was like, God damn, these niggas is futuristic.
That was one with the big old bubble lights in the back, right? Oh, I hated that goddamn
police
car,
cars.
bro.
Eventually,
That's what it was.
they was eventually police cars.
Damn,
But
man.
this shit's so futuristic. And then Buddy with his skin attached to the motherfucking machine, I was like, God damn, his head fucked up. This some cool shit.
You go look back, it don't look the same as you felt like
Nah, it
back
was a different
then,
time.
but yeah, that was on some other
But
shit.
at that time, it was cutting edge.
it was
for,
cutting edge.
for what
Bro,
the
I
movie
fucked
was.
up.
What?
Wait, another movie that had a good first and a sequel. Ninja Turtles, dog.
Which ones though?
The one, the
original
animatronic
ones?
one. Yeah, the
very
original ones from like 89, 92
Yeah.
somewhere.
I can't find those
The
anymore.
first one.
And then the Secret of the Ooze. Oh, come on, man.
with the
What's up? Come on, Kino.
Oh, with the little Asian boy that know how to really fight in real life. 'cause
Yeah. And then the first Ninja Turtles was so cold because I have a message for you, Miss O'Neil, and slapped the shit out that bitch on the subway. Hey, the first one was dramatic. Like, why am I 6 years old? Like, oh shit, why they at this farmhouse with Casey and them? Like, what the fuck is going on? Shit,
About to
the
die.
Foot Clan on their ass.
Yeah. About to die.
And the second one kind of got a little goofy, but that first one was dramatic as hell. Had me in the fucking chokehold as a child.
And Shredder was that nigga.
Man,
Shredder was kicking ass.
Shredder was that
going
nigga.
on.
ninja. Anyway,
But to get back into Friday, like
Yeah.
with all the movies, to me all the soundtracks were good too.
Yeah.
So it was a good
That
movie.
is true.
And all the soundtracks.
That first one for sure. That first one definitely got some classes.
Oh
on
hell
it.
yeah!
I still be listening to that Wide Open.
Would y'all going if they put the fourth one out? Y'all
Great
going?
question. Fuck no.
No, that's what I want to know.
Them
If
niggas,
y'all
them
interested?
niggas about to be like goddamn me coming to America too. I can already feel it.
I think if they did Friday, they need to remake it. They pretty much should just like
By the time this shit come
call
out,
it Friday and make a similar but different story.
By the
That
time-
should probably leave
with
that
dual
shit
actors.
alone.
by the time this
Yeah.
shit come out, Craig gonna be motherfucking retired.
Craig gonna
Yeah.
be Pops in the movie.
Craig
His son
gonna be-
gonna be Craig in the
He
movie.
gonna be married to old girl.
Debbie,
Jennifer.
be alone.
Yeah.
But they already did a movie together. Are we there yet? So it's like, all right. All right, yeah. Then they get back to like, who Craig gonna be married to? Debbie, Donna, or Carla? Probably Debbie, because
it makes it better for a better story.
He
Love
can't
story.
turn the hoe into a housewife, though.
He
was
fought
the
a nigga.
hoe?
He fought a nigga over
Donna.
this one.
I wouldn't say she's a hoe.
But then again, out of
Donna was a hoe. She had a pimp.
she definitely had a
She
pimp.
had a pimp, dog.
Money Mike
She was against her
pimp.
will. Dog. She was against her
Anything
will.
for a bitch you like,
She was against her will. Don't save her. She don't want to.
Yeah. So
Hold on, be sorry.
Be careful.
yeah, that story, like Money Mike, not Money Mike, but I feel like Cat Williams can still pull off Money Mike, but I don't know about Day Day and Mike Epps. No, like, I don't know.
Now,
if
Mike Epps is a really good ass actor, so I
Yeah.
believe in him to get the job done.
And then living in the times we're in now, Money Mike is gonna be with Damien.
with Damon, damn, they gonna be in a relationship.
Cat Williams is
Cat
not doing
Williams
it.
ain't having
He
it.
ain't doing that for sure.
Cat
he
Williams
ain't
is
having that
not
shit.
going. He not rolling.
Welcome to 2025.
Can't let them take
Cat
it as
Williams
far
don't
as they
give a
possibly
fuck.
could. In 3, he let them take it as far as they possibly could with that shit.
Let me see. What am I looking for? Because it's almost about time to wrap this up. Do we got all of our stories out? Was there anything else or something that's on you boys' mind?
Not really.
No, sir.
There's one, but we'll just get on that real quick and get out the way. But I can't find it though. But it was this lady that used to work for the Bush administration. Oh, where you going, homeboy?
Nigga, I got to piss.
All right, well, we'll take a quick break, let you go do that, then we'll come right
Yeah.
back. Da 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 da. Ah.
Hold up. So next topic is we dipping.
We have this big.
We'll come back next week. I hope y'all enjoyed this banger that we got. That's what I was waiting on.
Yeah, man. I didn't want to come in too loud.
Hey, that long dramatic pause. Hey man, we did it again. Any final thoughts?
Yeah.
Final
Yeah,
thoughts, man.
Whoa.
Okay.
All right, AD. At the end of the pod, we do final thoughts. So just whatever's on your mind about.
Why is you explaining to him? He's a loyal listener. He listens to
freestyle.
This nigga's not a loyal listener, brother.
okay.
I listen.
He's not a loyal listener, brother.
That's fair.
So anyway, we do the final thoughts at the end. So anything that's on your mind that you want to get off about anything in the world, in your life, somebody else's life, whatever the fuck, this is your chance to get that shit off your chest and just say whatever the fuck.
or a creed that you live by.
Or yo, what creed or whatever it might be. Just your whatever. Your own personal mantras, whatever the fuck.
Whatever your final thought is.
All right, let me run this back.
I'll let y'all set the tone and I'll go off of that.
Yeah, let me run this back, Watts.
It's that time again. We did it.
Yo.
Another banger.
I'm not editing that other part out though, so it's just gonna be us.
That's funny.
That's all right. This was some funny
Y'all gotta hear this shit again because I gotta do it again. What the fuck you mean? Fuck you mean? All right, fellas. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts for me, more of the same, man. Get outside. You know, the weather is good. We getting into summer, so shit, y'all got your body right by now. Shit, go outside, love the earth, get your sun.
You know, I like to come in this motherfucker and be nice and inspirational, so I will at first. Free the genius, let your inner kid show, blah, all that fuck shit. Hey, man, Smokey, you was a real hoe-ass nigga, bro. I swear you was. Like, you was not a good friend to Craig. You wasn't even a good person to yourself, bro, and you was a drug addict. And what's the little homeboy name when you found yourself in Debo Pigeon Coop?
Chris?
What's the Mexican nigga name with the low rider?
Hector.
Hector.
Yeah, man. You was just a bitch ass nigga, Smokey, all the way around, bro. Yeah, that's my final thought.
Don't be like Smokey.
Don't be like Smokey, man. Didn't help your nigga fight. Didn't help your nigga do shit.
Wasn't gonna even sell the weed to try to get y'all out the jam.
One gonna sell the weed, got your nigga shot at,
And gave you bad drugs.
and gave you bad drug. Come on, man. God damn, bro. Just didn't do shit. Just a whole fuck ass nigga all the way around.
It's true.
Shit, my final thoughts is, man, I say I appreciate you boys, letting me come out here and showcase a little bit of my inner thoughts. Y'all know me, man. I love to talk. A little talking.
You did a great job too.
I don't bar none, man. I don't bar none. What's on my mind's on my mind. I speak what it is, whether it be
You did a really great job.
my personal life. You know, I don't mind diving into what I got going on.
You
man.
did a scary good job.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, as always, man, I appreciate the love. Appreciate you boys having me come through. As always, man.
You did a
Y'all
type
need
of
somebody
job,
to fill
man. I
in,
thought
call
you was
me.
great.
Phil, you did a type of job to where you might not be filling in.
Phil, stop.
You know, shit. But more importantly, man, always, man, love your neighbor, man. But most importantly, love yourself, man. Love yourself. Take care of your family. That's all you got.
Damn, this your first spot? That's crazy. Dogger, what you about to say, Rod? I love Jesus. Jesus, I love you, bro, but goddamn.
Can somebody please check on Chuy within the next 24 to 48 hours?
Okay, brother, because he
Yeah.
said he want to listen to shit like this and learn.
Yeah.
So he can sit next to Alex say over there whenever he comes back to day shift.
and something for Chewy, man. You know, just be yourself, bro. You know, be yourself like you've been doing, man. Everything.
Because you're great, bro. We talk shit, but you're great.
Everybody has their own personality, you know, and everybody brings their own agenda and their own flavor to anything, whether it be a job, work, whatever, you know. So, you know, just keep doing you doing your thing, man. Just, you know, quit letting these fools run over you, man.
He liked that shit too, though. I know we was talking one day off mic. He was like, "That's kind of my what?" But he was kind of like, "That's kind of his vibe, his style." But like, you know, I be wanting a nigga to argue with me. I be poking and prodding him every week, and then Rob be like, "Man, come on, man, fight back." And he like, "I ain't got that." Like, come on,
Fight, twin, fight. Craig, get up. Shout out to Friday. Yeah.
No, was that Meek Mill that told somebody to get up?
He did. Yeah, that was a little meme for a while. Get up.
Get up!
Meek Mill, man.
Hey, I'm telling y'all, boy, Diddy trial, they picking the jurors right now. But like, dog, it's gonna be a motherfucking content heaven in this bitch.
Yeah, they say it's all kind of names and
God
shit finna
damn,
come out.
thank you
It's
for
about
being
to get
such a
crazy.
Thank you for being such a freak ass nigga. But on my, if I wanted to just do a racial divide shit, it's like, well, how come all the names of him came out, but not for Epstein? But anyway, enough of that shit. Right? You got your final thoughts, bro? Before we start pieing some more.
Facts,
Man.
At the end of the day, yeah. You know the usual. Spread love, give love. But most importantly, let's get back to our heritage, black and brown people. Don't let these white people tell you who you are or where you come from. And show love, give love to your ancestors, man. You know, before anything else, with this whole this surfer guy that some people. I don't want to get my bag right now, man. But yeah,
I was like, damn, where is this nigga going? Talking about the Silver Surfer.
the surfer guy.
The surfer guy.
The hippie. But yeah, we love y'all, man. It's the Good Homies. We out.